again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and today I'm claiming it. It is Talcott Tuesday, and we're going to have some fun today. Sincerely, brothers and sisters, thank you to all of you who are here. Imperious. You were in the back, right? I love what you shared. Say what you like about the weirdos that show up here. The one thing that unites us is you, Talcott. We just can't stay away. And today, I'm going to open this up. It'll be a paradox, kind of like me, a contradiction in some ways. We're going to do a public Talcott's Anonymous, right? Because I know how easy it is to fall in love with addictions and find something new, and all of a sudden it's consuming your time and your thoughts. I've been there, I got it. But I got some ideas to give some confidence to all of you who have found your way here to be with me. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. In the background, of course, in all troubles, all fears, love is the answer. Love is the path, the way through. And today, some folks I do hold dear, right? Inspired by our friend Trexty in the chat. And I think this is where our friend Imperious was saying, I want to be in the circle. Yeah, you were in the back of the room, so you're not so loud, man. And I saw this. I intend to be of good cheer, and I intend to have a lot of fun. Blessings to all of you. Powder Dusty, there's so many of you that could be pictured here at different times in this past. And Powder Dusty, I do hope when I drop the link that you're able to join. I do, because we all inspire each other to be better, especially when we're that's what we want to do, and that's what I want to do. And folks, if you want to hit the like, please do. If you want to share this out with others, if you want to invite others to join and see if there's a new addiction. Because really, the addiction I want to point everyone to is this addiction to love, right? Addiction to love. What would that feel like? What would that look like if it was honest love? Imperious, I love you, my brother, and I am so glad you're back, too. I cut myself. Wait, I cut myself as punishment? No. We do not want harm. No harm to anyone. We want the serenity that true love can bring forth, that true love shares. But if I didn't say it, thank you for the generosity, the continuing support. You know, crew, oh, that's right, folks, to the mods, to the many family of mods who are here, please be aware, pretty much everyone was unhidden, so we got a lot of returning guests, and this is the day, public Talcott's Anonymous. If folks show up, they show up, right? And let's be, hopefully be tolerant, but you know, this is a place we can have respect and personhood over dogma. Bless you for the continuing support. Addicted to love. It is dangerously close to Robert Palmer's song. That's true. Good reference, and much love to you, my friend. You know what? I got notes and I got ideas about becoming addicted to love. But I'm going to also do what I said. Create space for those who wish to join. And I tagged the folks pictured besides me. So if you're willing to share some love, share some love. If you want to share other than love, please show restraint. That's kind of what I'm all about. It's love or nothing. And you know what? I don't know why you didn't have a shirt, to be honest, but I figured that is kind of an El Perro thing. The short hair, that I agree. I don't know. Maybe because it was just pulled back real perfectly. That's another possibility too. Today, here in hope and encouragement for those who found like this hate relationship with Jack. I want to encourage you. The answer for that relationship, if you're in any relationship or habit where you're in a love hate, you go back and forth, there's an answer. There's a real simple answer. Hey, Imperious, you know what? I'm glad, because the goal is you'll see what I'm feeling, and you'll feel it for yourself, and then you become your own guru, right? You're in love with you, and hey, with being you. And here's a guy I do love being with, and never ceases to welcome back, Short Bus, El Perro. How you doing, my brother? Shirtless, of course.
Well, I had to join the Talcottics Anonymous. I was beaconed. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know how they think I have short hair when my eyebrows are longer than yours.
I know, huh? Here, I'm gonna turn your volume up. You're coming in a bit soft, but I'm glad you're here, my friend. It's been a crazy adventure in this online realm, especially at this time of the world. I mean, I've been thinking about a lot of things, obviously. Yesterday, I was talking about the people pretending to have power, right? And what I was thinking about, the solution for any addiction, you got to love yourself more than what it is you're loving and hating, right? And
you know what?
go ahead,
Go ahead,
please.
finish up. No, go ahead. I'll finish. I'll come when you finish up.
Well, I've got evidence to support that I can help others do that. Plenty of people in my past, right? They found ways to love themselves enough to walk away. Everyone can do that for many things. When God's grace and our will are aligned. Jump, you had something, please go ahead.
Well, you know, I did my time in the 12-step program as well. And one of the things that they did, or it's one of the biggest proponents of the 12-step programs, no matter what one you're in, is that you find yourself a sponsor. And they urged me to find a sponsor. But I think you know me well enough that I believe in the scriptures and what they intend to guide you for. And so my sponsor has always been the image and likeness. In other words, when I'm looking at you, you are my sponsor. When I'm talking to you, you are my sponsor. When I'm talking to somebody else, they are my sponsor. So I use multiple sponsors, so I get multiple views, so I'm not lineated into one viewpoint. And that helps me keep my mind open and availed to the different possibilities that I didn't know, or maybe me and this guy didn't know. And now we include a third. Mom said 2 heads are better than 1. 3 heads are better than 2. 4 heads are better than, you get it? So my sponsor isn't a singularity. It's a matter of as many access points as I can get to the truth.
It's the truth we want to rely on. Real quick, a shout out to Andy. Thank you for the contributions. I apologize for insulting you yesterday. You lost your temper. I love you. The fact that you are here, you keep showing up, right? We all show up for each other for a reason. And here's another one showing up. One who's you know what? A friend. I do appreciate as well. Welcome back, the Powder Dusty.
Thank you. I seen you've been getting some good donos in here today.
It's starting off right, man. It's nice.
I've been sitting here like a retard trying to like slurp the frozen Coke out the bottle, you know, like crush it. I swear to God, I've been autisming out for like an hour on this thing. It's crazy. I should just cut the top off.
You know, the silly people tricks. The silly people tricks. Hey, we were talking about gurus right before you showed up. The idea of becoming your own guru, right? Investigating things for yourself, trying things for yourself. I heard something earlier, and actually I think I shared the link in the description today. Another video by Shunyamurti with the Sat Yoga Institute. He drops some wisdom pretty often. This one, take a leap into the unknown. It's the conversations are about dissolving the identity into the oneness with God. And it actually does. Because what we do, realize what you are. You're not the identity. You're not the body. When you go to sleep, you're nobody, right? You're still you. There's an awareness of you, but you're nobody. And then when you're lost in the moment too, you get lost and you're nobody with that. So the nobody is the real you. And so to carry that into something you can practice, and this was where I was taking the ideas from.
This feels like benevolent gaslighting.
Shunyamurti is, well, if you think about it, someone is always suffering, right? The suffering is in the someone, and that includes in you. So if you feel like you're someone, you can find suffering. But if you're no one, well, then the suffering is not you. And so the idea is if you can be no one, you can also see yourself in everyone. That's what Jesus was talking about, the selfless being. Here, we got a couple of guests here. One, I'm going to bring up by calmness and kindness. Welcome back, DNW.
That owl is still high on methamphetamines. I can see it in his eyes.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Hello, everybody. Good to be here again. I am just here to lend my support as always. I'll sit back and listen and interject as and when I feel I have something important to say.
I don't mean to be rude. I did want to bring up one of our pictured guests. Talcotts Anonymous, one day at a time. Let's continue with this day. Welcome back, our brother Snafu Snaps.
Yeah, you're fucking this meeting up. We didn't even start off with the Talcott prayer of cultedness, which I'll repeat first. I got my little book. And then D&W is supposed to be at the Rapist Hall across the street. Rapist Anonymous. You, like, for real, he admitted that. But hey, I will go ahead and here's a wizard faking cancer, faking pictures. But let me start. Are we all here together? Because I'm ready to read the Talcott prayer and get this meeting started.
We're all listening.
Lead us off, brother,
we got a few people missing. We got some motherfuckers missing. I think Mr. King Steven should be here. I think maybe Chuck, the Predator, maybe. There's a few others, but I'll say the prayer before we start the meeting.
Hey,
we're at coffee time, right? Are we ready? And D&W, you really are at the wrong room, dude. The wrong meeting. He is.
He's
He's
welcome.
fucking
No,
foreign, and he's
please.
meth, and he admitted rape. That's a lot against
Please.
him.
all are welcome. There's been a lot of accusations.
No,
Oh,
Jack,
yeah.
Jack, can you
It's
can
not
you-
accusations.
Jack,
Can we read the
DNW,
prayer of
without
Colton?
Jack
Come
making
on,
shit
come
up,
on.
tell him the truth.
Can't
You
say these
admitted to
things,
me.
Jack. That's
DNW
kind of
admitted in your
defamation.
chat that
Jack, you can't
he
have him on
dealt
the
with
show,
the
Jack.
rape,
DNW.
rape,
It's a-
rape
Jack, if-
optics.
No, Jack. Jack,
DNW.
you can't
Can I
have-
read the prayer? Can we
DNW.
boot this guy out, get him at the right class?
Jack, I
Yeah,
and I'll
supported
read the
you
prayer.
when they said you were a pedophile. I said
Fuck
that's not
you,
on the
get him the right. This is Talcott.
All right.
He was just about to do the prayer.
I want to have
Yeah.
fun, but
I am having fun.
this isn't fun for me.
Let's do it. Let's do a fundraiser. Let's do a fundraiser to get me a new prosthesis, please. I hate this look.
All right. DNW, I realize your objections. Okay, you don't have to stick around. This is a man who has a pattern of accusations, right? And I'm trying to break this pattern, arguing against him, please, or telling me to get rid of him. It's not my answer, please. Okay. So please be patient. Snafu snaps. Back to you. We can have fun. You started off wanting to have fun, so let's follow through with that. You were going to lead us in a...
Yeah, I came here for a meeting about my addiction bullshit with these culted fucktards. I'm taking it real. I wanted to start the prayer at Talcott first before we start the meeting. Like I said, this fucker, and you're making excuses for a man who admitted what I called out
Snafu.
in your own chat.
Keep it
Sure,
focused.
censor me. Are you going to censor
I'm
me when I
gonna get
say
back
the
to
Talcott
you.
prayer?
Can we do the prayer of cultedness, Nefu?
Please.
I'm ready, but are we all here
Let's
together?
do it.
Is everyone here that needs to be here for this meeting?
We're here.
We are as prepared as we're going to get right now.
Let me
So
get my
let's-
little yellow book out. Hold on.
Please do.
My little yellow book.
Please.
Put your glasses on.
Okay.
Optics are high.
I got to cam down and try to slurp this motherfucker.
Oh
like a
Lord,
cow.
oh Lord, forgive us today. Give us our daily bread because Jack is on display. With delusions as can be, I fucking need to see why I'm addicted to calling all these fucktards out. God, why is it me? I feel that we're here in addiction, but Jack is fucking full of delusions. The people around him need help, and we all can fucking learn from each other. But honestly, they're all cupcake idiots, and my addiction needs to get away from the fucktards in this circle. Dear God, as we break our bread, Jack fucking might be better off dead. Oh, wait, I didn't say that right because I'm just saying it out of spite. But fuck you all. The truth will exist. And I'm here to say that I'm addicted and I wish we had bliss. Sadness.
Amen.
God bless you, brother.
Epic too. Epic.
I have faith we're going to get through this together.
That's
I
our
haven't
fucking
felt this
prayer.
close to God in years.
Now we're ready to start the meeting. Now we have
Okay.
to introduce each other. Let's start off with you, Jack, and then go around. Who are you and what are you addicted to in the DEX, you cupcake fucktard?
Well, I am Jack Talcott, and
Now
as
this is where we say hello, Jack Talcott, all of us together. Hello, Jack Talcott.
Hello.
See, look at these motherfuckers. They're not taking this serious. I'm fucking pissed and I'm about to walk out the door.
My name's Dirty and I'm an addict.
Hello, dirty. This fucktard supports predators. Hello, you predator supporter.
welcome.
See,
to
people
you.
are coming in the door late, Jack. I told you we should have waited on the chair, the prayer.
I know.
Okay, the guy next to you that smelled money is next.
Me?
The one who smelled money.
Hello, my name is Flow State. That's your cue.
Oh, hello. My name is Flow State. I'm addicted to the shindig, and I'm addicted to frozen Coke that I can't get out the bottle.
Hello, Flow State. How come I'm the only one participating, Jack? This is your fucking meeting. You've been to AA meetings, you dumb fuck. We're all supposed to greet the people with loving open arms, and you're fucking up the meeting. No prayers, no greetings, no. I yield. Go ahead. No.
Welcome, Snow. How are you today? Would you like to introduce yourself? Confess yourself, apparently, is the way that Snafu wants us to go.
So wait,
Hi.
you've never been to
I'm
AA or
Snow,
drunk card meeting,
and I'm
Jack,
addicted
where
to
we all
Flow
introduce
State.
ourselves?
You're addicted to flow state. Oh, perfect.
13
Hello,
steps
Snow.
on its way.
See, these fuckers aren't being like helpful to the group. They're not even saying hello, Jack.
It's okay.
I did say hello, but it was muted.
No,
Hi, Jack.
no, we're supposed to say hello to you after you introduce yourself. Jack knows how these meetings
Hello,
run,
Snow.
and he's fucking it up,
Nice
dude.
to know.
He's
I am.
fucking it up like everything else he fucks up. Go
I've
ahead.
been out of practice. I've been out of practice. For
Yeah,
sure.
you. How the fuck do I know it more than you? Oh, because I taught you drunk tards and alcoholics and fucking druggies to get
Is that
off
how
the shit.
you vote? Tom?
All right, it's the guy who faked cancer's turn.
And who would that be?
Marte right now.
Chuck, you're
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
predator. You're
thinking.
not. You're going out of line. Let the fucking guy who faked cancer introduce him to the group.
Well, if this is a Sex Anonymous, I'll be outside waiting for someone to relapse.
He'll be outside fapping in the car.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Wrong meeting, Flo. Wrong meeting. This ain't Fappers, is it? Fappers Anonymous?
I'd be better off going to find a fucking meeting online, Jack, and not like YouTube online.
Well, here's the thing. You would get the same message in a different way at a meeting if you listen, if you really pay attention.
We can't even get through the meeting because we're waiting on Wizard to introduce his scamulant ass. We haven't even got through the introduction part of this meeting.
Jack, most of your subscribers are walking, talking, living graveyards, stuffed to full to the brim with the soul of murdered animals. Are you
All right,
like
you know what? While you guys finish introducing yourself, I'm going to the hall to
16.
take a piss.
Speak for
Fuck
yourself.
you all. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, take a piss, smoke a joint. I'll be back in the meeting. Maybe. Let's see how you guys
I've eaten
handle
several
stuff
animals
yourself.
today already.
Oh, no, you can't come back then.
Well, honestly, Wizard hasn't even introduced himself, and you're the I'll introduce. Wizard is a guy who faked cancer, and he's just addicted to being a fucking keyboard idiot. And Chuck, he likes to hit on mentally ill chicks, with mentalities of children. He's a predator of the group.
Is that why
and
I
me,
hit
I'm
on
Snap to
OG?
Snap, real whistleblower, real journalist, real Fisher's the men. The
Mentally
optics
ill
are high.
chicks are the best.
And there we go. The meeting.
I thought you were leaving. Thank you.
Every time I
Yeah.
hear Snafu say maybe, I always think of maybe baby. The maybe baby.
Look at this. Chickpea, you are just unforgiving, my dear. Jack, you can tell a lot about a man by the company he keeps. I will not deny that. And you keep some really nasty arseholes. I cannot deny that either.
And you know what? He's the most patient one that.
It's an open
I've ever
meeting,
met.
right? Not closed.
Yeah, it is.
Short Bus is a visual terrorist.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
He's working through some things, right?
Those things
and-
are called demons.
is that a self-portrait? Oh,
You're a sick man, El Pero. You're a sick man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is
you
that
know it.
is
At
that
least you know it.
Oh,
Is that spelled P-S-Y?
At least you know it, El Pero. There's hope for you because you know it. You're not that delusional. You realize you are a sick motherfucker.
Well, the problem is
We
I
all
realize-
are.
Well, exactly, Chuck. I realize that not only am I a problem, we're all a problem. That's something most
Yes,
people are
sir.
not willing to admit.
That's
we're not
simply
a
not
problem
true.
when we're a solution. When we're a solution,
Correct. But as the date shows,
That's your
they
misanthropic,
are
human
huge problem.
hating nature. You think everyone is an
And
asshole like
being-
you, El
and being
Pero.
a-
You
being
look
a-
at everyone else and think they're like you. The
and
truth is,
B&W
you're
can't let a man
psychopath.
speak.
You're
So
the
anytime
arsehole.
I wanna speak,
You're the
he has to
degenerate.
interrupt.
Stop
You're the no
screaming
good
because I don't.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get that into
The
your
BMW.
thick skull.
BMW, you describe it. Let's not continue too far. Okay.
Jack, can I have a moment of your time?
Please.
Okay. I'm wondering what you're doing for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of July. If you're going to be busy, basically the 2nd and the 4th. Do you have any plans?
I have no plans yet.
I'm wondering if I could. You're in Baltimore.
Yes, ma'am.
If you would pick me up from the airport on the 2nd.
Whoa, Jack gonna get laid.
Stop.
No.
Chuck, don't be juvenile, please.
And then drop me off in Washington, D.C. for the Freedom Festival at the White House. I just got my press passes and they just gave them to me, and I tried to get them a month and a half ago, but they just said it late
Oh,
notice.
you got press pass?
Yeah, I got insider.
Whoa, way to
I'm so
go.
excited. So I'm trying to make it happen within the next couple days.
Are you going to
Cool.
go live on the Jack Talcott show?
Yeah, maybe Jack can join the fun, but I don't know yet.
Awesome. Jack, this could be your chance.
You could meet the
I
president.
don't know if he'd make it through security or not.
Would you be able to do that, do you think?
Possibly.
Is
Sure.
it far from Baltimore to DC?
It's about
like
an
a far
hour
drive?
or so. Well,
Okay.
hour and a half.
Don't they have a red-eye train that runs there too? I thought.
Snow would get murked on a train.
Gotta be careful. Yeah, that's
No,
especially around that time. Oh.
Actually,
I don't know, but I just wanted to, bring that out because you never know. We could have some content moments.
Well, there's going to be no politicians there that I know of. That's the problem. They all went home.
Oh yeah, for the 4th of July.
Yeah. Except for Trump.
Big Daddy will be
I
there.
don't,
Big Daddy
I don't
Trump.
know. Is he staying at Washington or is he going to Mar-a-Lago? I don't
I'm
know.
sure he'll be there for the 250th festival. Sure, a lot of people will be there. To be honest with you, it's a big deal.
You would think so. Our nation is pretty divided and politicized right now, though, and it's kind of a sad state. But
Well, I'm totally excited. I'm going to try to make this happen, but I'm just wondering about flying into Baltimore. Would that be okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to try to book my tickets right now.
Oh shit!
Okay.
This
you,
you're
Jack.
gonna pay. You're gonna pay this close.
I know. All right.
Figure it out.
Thank you, Jack. I'll let you know more later.
All right.
To be continued. What happened to the Dollar Man?
With what?
With the Dollar Guy, Flow State.
He dropped out. I'm not sure. He didn't say anything. He does that. He comes and he goes.
He probably got in a fight with the frozen Coke.
Dust in the wind.
He was battling that. He was. Today, the idea, find your newest addiction. I really do want to point people to becoming addicted to you, right? To living as you, but in the greater way. Because yesterday we talked, we discussed some of the cartoon characters in our society. And there's a big difference from being what you are not, right? From pretending. There's a big difference in pretending to be what you are not versus becoming what you are not. And what we don't want is part of what you are not. You can let go of that, of a lot of things. At least that was my experience. Holy cows, we got welcome back, Snafu.
I'm really disappointed, Jack. You were supposed to hold a meeting today. You started it out all fucked up. I come in, we said the prayer, people showed up, and then I just fucking went because you were not holding the meeting accountable. And look how many people just left. And you're moving on to the loop. Like we were actually gonna have a real meeting, talk about the issues and problems with each other. And now we're back to the Jack Talcott loop show that we usually do.
Tell you what.
And that's on you. That's on you because people left because you couldn't hold the meeting. You couldn't keep it organized. You couldn't even remember your own prayer.
You're right. I'm responsible.
I know I'm right. I'm always right with the truth, yo.
Okay, but we can
not always right, but I'm right most of the time.
Please recognize I accept responsibility. We can move past blame. Okay.
No, I think you gotta fucking just redo this on a day that you're really ready to fucking have a meeting and move forward and progress and get these motherfuckers tell each other why they're all scumbags.
So we shouldn't continue with the meeting. Welcome, Trexty. Good to see you.
Oh God.
That is no attitude to have, Matthew.
That's no way to welcome a lady. Please.
May I say I agree with Snafu on something?
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. We need some ground rules here.
Oh God.
There needs to be some structure to the meeting. You're right.
Are you at least like sending him nudes like Lindsay does?
Snafu.
No, what? Yes, I'm not being sick. Okay, so I noticed when Jack was upset and defending your honor, his lady,
get it all out
yesterday. See, look at Jack perk up right there, Trexie. Are you playing this man?
So,
are you going to meet him?
With regards to the rules, what do you think?
Notice she's avoiding the question, Jack. That's a red flag. Go ahead, Trexie.
You okay, bud? You got it all out of your system?
Yeah, I'm just watching out for the homeboy because you're playing him.
You always be looking out for Jack.
I look out more than all you guys.
Well,
I don't play the delusions.
He is a fisher of men.
Okay, if I were in the meeting and we talked about this, I'm more of a friend, Trexie, than you because, and don't take this without, you're not going to like this, Jack. But unlike you and most of these people online, I don't glaze the delusions I feel that hurt him in life. And honestly, his family and coworkers and people that he doesn't understand like what happened, they wouldn't glaze him either. And because of his stubbornness and not wanting to listen, that's why. But they gave up. I haven't given up on Jack.
You would never.
You glaze his delusions.
Are you saying it's the fear of facing the past? Is that what you're saying, Snafu?
I just say Jack needs to be more. I mean, okay, I'll be real. Jack has done more than Paul Enslaved. 1,000,000 fucking %. Paul Undaved, Unplayed. We still got whatever the fuck, the little fat boy in the RV that Daddy gave him. But like I give Jack all the time. They're both the same. They do a lot of preaching, but don't do shit. But Jack has done shit. I give Jack shit. I'm encouraging Jack to do more. I'm encouraging Jack to not be on his delusions. And you get Trexie here who's like, oh yeah, Jack delusional. Nazi block. But when people like me try to be authentic with Jack, just like his family was and coworkers, which didn't work, I get the rap. But I tell you guys that feeding a delusional man is harming him more than being honest. Okay, go. I
agree.
Go ahead.
Allow Trexty to speak. Thank you.
I'm seeing a
Thank you for actually not Nazi getting eyebrow furrow, Jack. This is between me and Jack, Trexie, but no, your caterpillars aren't bouncing.
75 text messages you send him of an evening.
Yeah, because you're glazing his delusions and he wonders why. Hey, Trexie, Have you
Can we
talked
have
to
a
his
moment?
family? Probably not. I
Snafu.
have. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
So thank you. My God. So I'm taking notes on how to be a good friend.
Oh,
From
you
you.
need a lot of notes.
I am. I'm going to take, so.
Where's your fucking notebook?
Rape accusations, sabotaging any
Where did that
attempts-
come from, Trey?
contacting people in Jack's life to make sure that they know how wrong and awful he is. Anything else, Snaps? And further to that, you did mention about the structure of the meeting. That's why I joined. You're right. We need some structure. And I was
Need to
thinking,
contact his family. Oh, Jack Talcott.
Shush your
Who
mouth.
told me
Snafu.
about the rape allegation?
Snafu, you
Oh,
want to?
Jack, coworker.
I haven't.
I remember that, Snafu.
Of course you do, Chuck.
I've put him to the back for.
Thank you.
But
I'm able to own my shit. This stuff is going to get me triggered. So I'm going to take a breath because I have some stuff fresh in my memory with Snafu and his accusations and a certain other lady who turned up here last night. So I'm just going to try and put that aside.
good call.
We do require some structure to Talcottics Anonymous, which was my idea. It was just a silly comment in chat. However, much like any other meeting, perhaps if we focused on ourselves, so maybe if Matthew, when he begins to speak, speaks as much as he likes, but talks about himself and his shit instead of projecting outwards at everybody else, Trash Trexty, Jack, whoever else. So is he able, I wonder, to talk about his stuff, what he finds wrong in him that maybe needs addressing, or is it always going to be projected outwards? And I'd say that in an accusatory fashion. Who knows? Maybe he is capable of that. You believe in him, Jack. You always open the door for him. That's why I've given up trying to understand.
Snafu is just scared. Snafu is scared to let Jack in, because if he let Jack in, he would change his life. And see, the thing is, people get really stuck in their ways.
They do that, don't they?
They do get stuck in their ways, and you know, having a Jack enter your life really changes things up. And I don't think Snafu wants to change things up. You know, I think Jack is one of those. Jack's not the kind of person you just like. He comes in and just, you know, changes a little bit. He flips the table over. Jesus is like Jack in the temple. He flips the table over. You know what I mean? Like
hey, actually, thank you.
Jack, and I wanted to say real quick, because I only got a second. Jack, I did some self-flagellation last night. I flogged myself as punishment for acting the way I did to you yesterday, Jack. I was just protective of Mariah. So I was just trying to be protective of her, Jack. But I love you so much, Jack. Like I last night I cried myself to sleep. I was upset, Jack, because I was like, how could I possibly argue with my Prince of Peace? I mean, my Jack. I mean, how could I argue with that?
Hey, bless you. Thank you. We're learning lessons through each other, and I get you were defending.
And maybe
Imperious, there's bedtime pillows available with Jack's image on it. Maybe you ought to invest in one. Yeah, maybe you ought to buy
there
one.
He is. Really?
Not yet. We'll get them out.
You can get the full
Well,
body.
I know.
pillow
I'm already
too.
I'm already on the wait list for the bumper sticker. I'm waiting for the pillow.
Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out. Don't judge me. I don't know if you do have any connections, but you know, if we're gonna have a Talcottics Anonymous meeting, how Tommy is not here? Holy cows, man! Tommy,
I know, that's
hey,
true.
Tommy's a success story. He was clearly addicted to me, and he broke free. So
Go, Tom.
It's not a success story. That's a failure, Jack. No one breaks free of Jack. No one breaks free of Jack.
Don't disrespect Pastor Tom around here.
Oh,
Jack, what about Steven? He needs to be here too, I think. He's he's very addicted to you, Jack.
Are you talking about Queen Stephanie?
Let's not summon him.
We well, there are many that could have been pictured and included, but
I was upset I was in the corner, Jack, with the dunce cap. It kind of upset me, Jack. It did. It upset me that I wasn't in the middle. You know, I wanted to play on the ground, but in the center of the circle with a bunch of Legos or Lincoln Logs.
Weren't you the one that took the picture?
That's right, Jack. I was. See, I'm not a photogenic person. I try to stay anonymous, Jack. You know. Anyways, I gotta get off, but I'll be back, Jack. I just wanted to say how much I love you and how much I love the panel and I love Talcottia and I love all the viewers, Jack. The only person I hate, Jack, is Mariah because she didn't give me Okay, Jack. I see, Jack. I stopped myself. Jack. I did. I stopped myself, Jack. All right, I'll be back, Jack.
Much love to you, Imperious. Holy cows, man. And thank you to you, Mariah. We're learning and growing together. Snafu is in the back seeking more attention and maybe some guidance.
Imagine that.
Can we enforce the rules of Talcottics Anonymous, whereby he must focus upon
There are no rules with Alcoholics Anonymous.
No, we're gonna
Talcottics Anonymous. Do you know where you are, Chuck? We've just
right.
Talcottics Anonymous. He must focus on his behavior.
And we already addressed it's not really anonymous in this very public setting. Okay, so we are having fun. So some rules, actually, this idea of speaking about the self rather than speaking about others can be very helpful. So Snafu, let's try to do that. You all right with that?
Even once.
For one, this has become a dictatorship, not fucking sharing.
Yep.
Not sharing. This has become shut up, you fucking feminist bimbo.
Well, reason would dictate that.
Progressive journalism. The truth is, Jack, I was getting to she was questioning me. You talked to Jack's family, you fucking did this and everything. And Chuck was like, yep, I remember that because everyone remembers. Jack asked all of us, Trexie, to contact his family. Guess who did? I did. You still haven't to this day. No, you can wave all these away, Jack, but you let the narratives be put out on me. See, now you're muting me when
something new. We do this every fucking day and it is boring.
Yes. That was the past.
And it's boring. It's not just boring for me and Jack. It's got to be you cannot enjoy. Maybe he does. Maybe he's having a good time.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds miserable as fuck, but it can't. Yeah, it can't be pleasant. Just fucking.
No, it's not.
Wow.
But what I've been able to do, my time online with these bitter bitches that I get to spend time with, it kind of, they get going in a rhythm and you just kind of, it sounds like a song, but it's a song you don't really have to pay attention to because it's the same old crap over and over. That's how I've learned how to deal with it. And it's not the most respectful, but I've also learned I love me. And if these bitter people don't understand how to love me, well, they'll learn.
It's their loss.
They'll learn eventually. So Snafu, please, everything you brought up was the past. Let's join together again as friends, please.
Okay, if I may, and I'm going to say this with calmness, you guys want to hide lies and secrets. The fact is I'm not even bringing up like the accusations, where they came from and how I even contacted the fact that you two want to lie and make it sound bad on me, like I did something. We did something, Jack. I, as a friend, if I may finish, did what he asked. He didn't like how the results ended up. And Chuck and Minnie know the truth, on that. And Jack knows the truth, It's not even like the fact that you're going to lie and say Snafu's this bad guy when I'm the only one.
Let's pause. Let's pause. Because he's bringing up a lie. Do you understand the lie that he's talking about?
No.
Right. So Snafu, part of recovery from addiction, right? It means we got to accept and admit we've got a problem. Snafu, if you can admit you've got a problem communicating or getting others to understand what you're trying to say, we can work on this together. Okay? let's pause and slow down. Please, brother, I'm going to bring you back up. But let's like downshift a little bit. I want you to find love here. All right? You okay?
I do love the fact that there's some of us who will stand on morals, value, and truth. Yo.
Yes.
You see how trapped your head
Which is not you,
are in
correct,
your
or
head?
Jack. Which is
Yeah.
not either of you two.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you see how you're trapped in your head? I want you in your heart.
I'm not, Jack, you have to mute me and make a narrative up and not even allow me to talk even peacefully, because I know I got receipts with everything I'm saying about what I'm calling out. Even like the D&W thing. You had to, like when D&W admitted his optic, you made an excuse up for D&W, and then even D&W said, no, it is about the group.
Breathe.
Thank you. Will you listen to
It's
you,
just
Chuck?
Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
He's on rapid fire like a machine gun.
Before we bring him back, can I ask, or is it okay to check how Dirty Lowlife is doing? This guy is a fucking instant legend on here. Look at him there. Just peaceful, calm, doesn't fuck shit up. When he does speak, it's something of substance. Share something.
Looks good on the outside.
Set an example for our brother Snafu, please.
Oh, I'm busy trying to contain myself, to be honest.
Oh.
Self-control is self-mastery.
This is a good place to practice. It's
is.
Not always.
Isn't
not
it?
always. Yes. I've said
It
that
is
to Jack.
Something I realized when I saw myself getting triggered on a regular basis is actually a very safe place to practice self-control. You know? And God knows I've had a lot of practice, because some of these fools got no self-control. And it's like, and they don't want to be controlled, just defiant and rebellious.
Did you ever think about just letting him talk till he ran out of gas?
Yes. I have.
He never runs out of gas.
There's no end.
Interesting.
Well,
yeah, I've seen that, Chuck. Like, you know, with a toddler, if you just let them keep going, they eventually like slow down. Nope.
Yeah.
No.
They run out of steam.
There was one night he joined, and I think he said he was in the hospital at the time. I think there may have been medication involved, but he was quite pleasant. It was bizarre. It was lovely, but I haven't witnessed it since. I think he didn't call me trash that night.
I have actually witnessed. I have witnessed him calm down, and I've actually had calm conversations with him. They're few and far between, but it's been enough for me to trust that he's capable of it, right? And in fairness, D&W, I got short with you, and I'm sorry. You've been here patient. You're welcome. You have any thoughts, or because you bring a different perspective as well. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
He's good at doing that, isn't he?
And he's gone. Poof. Damn, you're running them all off, Jack.
What's your objective? Is your objective with many individuals, or with a group, or with yourself? What are you trying to do here? And what does bringing Snafu to the panel do for you?
Those are great questions, and ones that I have to account for. I've looked at myself real closely. Part of it, admittedly, it could be self-sabotage, right? Because as long as I'm facing a challenge, I'm being distracted from other people, right?
Being distracted from yourself.
Well, the other side, though, is I have confidence in me and the path I'm on. And I know that in many situations, if I can just be given a chance, miracles can happen. Snafu is one of those guys who's been along with this story for quite a while. He is one heck of a character, right? There's no denying that. He's unique in his ways. But so his anxiousness, right? Because he gets going. Why does one do that? They don't feel safe. That's my experience. When I don't feel safe, I'm usually trying to impress, or there's a lot of reasons to it, but I know that if Snafu will slow down, right, have a conversation with us, you feel a lot better.
Well, it's the old saying, you know, it's easier to kick a man when he's down than it is when he's up. You know, try to make us look better. If we're hurting on the inside, or we got a emptiness inside, we tend to lash out at others.
It's a result of how God designed us. We are of a perfect design, and we are a part of a perfect creation. We are that which was perfectly created. We always will be, even though we can carry around the baggage of the world, right? The toxic ideas, the diseases of the mind and the body. They can become a part of us, but the reality is that's not the wholeness of us. What we are is divine and infinite, and the path of life that's been given to the human experience, as far as I can discern from the religions in the past, the gift of life that's been given to us as a human, it leads to the eternal life and light with love, to the knowing of eternal light and love. It's now if the grace is set upon you. And I feel that God has graced me and blessed me with a lot of good things like patience, kindness. Snafu's in the back wanting more attention. Any thoughts before I bring him up?
Yeah, I was just thinking, this is the paradox of your channel. Like, if you just tuned in now and you're having your chat about that, and the next thing, boom, in comes Snafu, and it's just fucking chaos. But that's what's going on.
It's oh, that's a good question too. If a child is acting out, throwing a tantrum, do you give them center stage in the room and let them talk and scream over all the adults in the room? Not likely.
Depends. It depends on the person, the child.
Does it now?
Like Trexie said, sometimes if you let them just spew it out and they run out, and then they stand there with nothing else left to say. Because they've spewed all the ugliness that they can, and when nobody reacts, they're done.
And let me ask you though, Chuck, in your personal experience within the context of what we're talking about, Snafu, what do you think the odds are? I mean, you're the one who's suggesting that we enable him with center stage and just taking over the conversation.
No, that's just one observation. I don't know how some of these people can continue to spew at the rate that they do. I mean, there's got to be some deep-seated hurt in there somewhere.
There is.
Blatantly, yeah.
It's a part of the path. And I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. I don't know all of his stories. Snafu, I'm going to bring you back. And Stephen, I see you in the back. You are
I would like to say the room of adults could be dictatorship, and I'm sure the people scream before they're thrown in ovens. Because here's the thing, you guys can't have a conversation, even if I were to try to have a conversation with you guys, because you get triggered in your feelings.
Why don't you try?
Yeah, I'm already bored of that. So Snafu, I'm going to take a break from you, and Stephen, you're welcome to hang out. But first, let me welcome back Emily.
Hi.
How are you, my friend? Good to see
good.
you again.
Good to see you guys. I can't always come up in the earlier part of the afternoon, but it's been slow this week. Yeah, no, addictions. I was thinking about addictions to activism because I get accused of that sometimes by my family. They're like, Emily, why are you always on a crusade? And things like that, you know. And I am kind of, since I was maybe 10 or 11, and I do think it's a coping mechanism for things sucking around you. You know, like if I get lost in a cause. But I also think, and it does kind of tie into the God thing, because of the person I'm working with having a God experience, and then this seeming like I found it so I could help. Like it feels like there's something going on there, divine or something outside of ourselves. And, you know, it won't be the cause you think you were going to work on, but then it's the one you're needed for or something. And then it kind of plays out and then you move on to the next thing. But I feel like there's these ebbs and flows of working on something. And then you end up kind of having a reset period where you're not doing that kind of stuff. You're just kind of, you know, doing creative things or fun things. And then you go back to a new cause. That's how it's been for me anyway.
Well, what I found was when I was in the throes of addiction, when I look back on it, reflected, it was basically a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Is all it was. Coping for deficiency within myself.
Yeah, I feel like it's a positive form of, instead of smoking crack, you know, you're saving puppies, helping kids, and you're looking at dark stuff, but you're turning it into something that, like I used to do an Inside Books prison project. We had a whole thing in Austin called the Rise Home Collective. It was like a socialist.
I used to do
communist
prisons myself, quite a few of them.
Yep. And I still have 2 people that write to me about, all we did was send them books. It was kind of depressing to read their letters, but it was also cool because one of them I helped.
Well, I used to take meetings within the walls. That was always an experience.
Yeah, I bet it was. But yeah, Snafu's really got some interesting things to say about me here, and it really colors my judgment on what he says about other people, because I know he doesn't know me from Adam. You know, and I can't wait to see whatever documentary about me being a hoe bag he's going to put out. It'll be fascinating because it'll be literally based on fantasy, but go for it. I can't wait to watch. I'm sure it'll be critically acclaimed.
Yeah, you're a hoe and I'm trash, and he's the epitome of good people.
Yeah. What actually drew me to this space was I was first just kind of, I do mild type of trolling if I think something's weird or going to be something to make fun of, and then it kind of flipped the other way. And it's kind of
exact same here. Exact same here, Emily.
And
I've already said that. Yeah. I thought Jack was an absolute raving lunatic. And, I thought, who the hell is this dude?
Did he confirm it? That's what I want to know.
No. It completely turned. The table turned, and I realized I was the absolute raving lunatic for thinking he was an absolute raving lunatic. That's exactly what happened. And it's been a process of ongoing treatment ever since.
Snafu, you could do real activism. There are some really dangerous people and things we're working on. Do you know in Venezuela that kids are going missing after the earthquake? They can't find their kids. People are trafficking them out of there. Gazan kids are being, I'm sorry, Jack, I know you wanted to have fun, but
no, it's true.
I don't mean to be the fun police, but here's reality. The kids in Gaza are being trafficked into Egypt. You care about those kids? Like real kids. There's American kids. There's a dark web. But the Jack Talcott show is really easy thing to attack.
Anyway, Jack, from a raving lunatic to a raven lunatic, Stephen is here. Thank you, Snow, for pointing that out. That is rather funny.
Here comes the attacks and obsession.
No,
again.
No attack.
Well,
no attack.
Oh, so boring.
Welcome, Stephen.
So boring.
Well, you attacked me backstage, Stephen. I mean,
boring.
What's the difference?
I didn't attack you.
Welcome,
I didn't attack
Stephen.
you.
Welcome.
Hello, Jack. Thanks for the welcome. Thank you. It's good to be here. I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Thank you. And I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm actually glad you're here. I mean, I mentioned there were many others who could have been pictured in our thumbnail today. You're certainly one of those. But
you don't like the humor coming back your way, do you?
Didn't Emily make
Jackie
some
boy.
interesting comments,
He's
Jack?
got the thin skin. Jack, you have thin skin.
Stephen, please pause. What was that, Trixie?
Emily made some excellent points there with regards to activism, and Snafu is deeply concerned about the children, and that's why he's watching out for the Pred Optics, and everybody who turns up here is the Pred Optics. There are so many places he could be pouring his energy into it. I wonder, does he really think it's the best use of his time to be here? And let's, like, I'm not sure if everybody's aware, he spends not only his time when you're on the stream, but he spends quite a lot of time at contacting you offline as well. He puts a lot of energy into Jack Talcott. That's where he sees his activism must be going. Like, does anyone find that utterly fucked? Because it is.
No.
Let's ask sorry.
Well, I know. You said no. Was that you, Stephen?
Yes, I said no because
think
a
it's
lot of you, a lot of you are very biased. If someone's obsessed with me and makes hundreds of videos, you'll say nothing. But if somebody comes up and shows up on the Jack Talcott show, all of a sudden it's an issue. So you people have double standards and bias, and you're very weird. You're very misguided.
Trexty, you've triggered Raven because you literally.
I'm not
described what
triggered at
Raven
all.
Does. He's
Not at
absolutely
all.
triggered.
You're obsessed.
No, because that is exactly.
Go ahead, mute the mic, play the
way
games, play the
Raven
demon.
behaves. Raven
Play the
comes on
demon
here,
games.
and then he
Weak.
goes off here, and all he does is make content.
Not at all. Obsess over me.
defaming Jack.
B&W.
Sorry. Yeah.
You're
okay.
accurate. You're
Yeah.
accurate.
Not accurate. He's
And
obsessed. He's
Stephen,
weak like Jack. He's weak.
Stephen, you appear triggered.
I'm
Please
not
calm
triggered. You're
down
weak.
and
You're weak.
Show you're
I
not
keep muting
triggered.
weak.
All right, I'll show you I'm not weak, dumbass.
Yeah.
Stop playing your stupid games. Grow up, Stevie boy. Holy cows.
He was moved to disagree about snafu, but actually it's not about snafu for him. It's about him as well. It's the same thing. He also spends a huge amount of time wanting to be around Jack, to tell Jack how awful Jack is.
Yeah.
And then when he's not around Jack, he'll go to his own channel to make sure people know how awful Jack is and perhaps make some more videos about how terrible. Having that pointed out as utterly fucking bizarre behavior, because it objectively is, bothers the fuck out of them. Just do your thing and be proud of it, and okay, but like, anyway, I find it really, really odd.
This
Frank.
is behavior of today.
Good to see you, Frank, brother.
Yeah, I do want to welcome Frank up. How you doing?
Having me. Blessings, everyone. Dirty Low Life, Trexy, D&W, Emily, and Short Bus. Is that
Trexty.
El Perro?
El Perro.
I said Trexty.
Sorry.
I believe I said Trexty. Greetings, everyone.
Hey, and Trexty, thank you actually for bringing us back to what Emily was saying, because there was another part to what I heard too. Something that I think might be applicable to snafu. In our upbringing, it's real easy for us to find reasons to believe we lack worth, right? That love is conditional. We have to earn love. We got to prove ourselves worthy of love or safety or blah, blah, blah. Not everyone grows up with that, but that's a real part of today's world. And what I was doing while I was trying to numb myself and escape my life from my booze, I was also trying to ignore my life and escape my life in my activism, right? I told myself I was serving others with my dedication to work and the union, and the reality is I was hiding from my problems. So there's balance. And Emily, the path you're on, you witnessed and learned of some things that I'm probably very grateful that I've not. I can imagine, okay? So thank you for the work you're doing, but part of the lesson is don't get lost, right? Stay true to you and your loving goodness and kindness. And I see you. I see that for sure. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I do like to have fun too, though. So that it's hard when you're immersed in dark stuff to kind of balance it out. But you can do it. But yeah, it's important to do it.
It is important. Important to have fun too. Because if we can't have fun, we'll start losing faith in what we're doing. right? And there's a lot to do when you pick something greater than you, like helping others who have been hurt, helping others who have been lost, trying to protect the innocence of others. That's a big burden. That's a hell of a responsibility, but there's a lot of people assuming those things.
For sure. For sure.
Those are the people I want to support, honestly.
Jack, if we could address Chickpea's concerns there, if you want to bring that up. I think it's interesting. I think it's a valid opinion as well. It's a difficult one, but it's something we must face.
I haven't been following the chat. What's going on?
I didn't. Chickpea.
Oh, sorry. It's on my channel because I'm restreaming it. She says, which begs the question, why would she want to love the average human being? We human beings are nasty, bloodthirsty assholes. Now, guys, this is a lady, okay? She won't mind me saying, I think she's 70-ish. She's lived her life, okay? Let's not take that away from her. She's had her experiences. She's made her analysis. We can't strip her away from her intellectual, confrontation with existence. She's tried to analyze it. This is the conclusion she's come to, that the average human being is an asshole. Okay, it may be not the most, it may be quite unparliamentary language, as they might say. But Jack, would you agree that most humans, on average, are assholes in the way they behave, maybe even think? And that's why we need to be cured, because our default setting is that of an asshole. I'm not saying we are, Jack. By the way, I'm not saying the inner self is an asshole. I'm saying there's something else, like something has taken over them. The assholery is consuming them. They're not really assholes, but yet they are still assholes in effect.
Well, this is a common view, and I used to hold that view. I hated people because I saw the cruelty and I saw the sickness of poverty and all sorts of things. I hated people. But for me to live a more joyful life, I had to get past my hate and grow up. I had to.
You know how I got past it, Jack? I had to admit, okay, these people might have a reason to call me an asshole, but I have to correct them. I have to correct them. I'm not an asshole.
You haven't.
DNW, shut the fuck up! Why the fuck do you have to keep fucking interrupting me?
I'm just showing you there's a bit of an arsehole left. And there it is right now. That is the arsehole. The arsehole is on show right now. Right now. You are still an arsehole, El Perro.
He's the whole ass. He's the whole ass. That's the point.
Fucking bitch.
100% certified asshole. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's still a little bit of anger to let go of there, my brother. Okay.
No, it's not anger. It's respect. You give me the fucking respect, I give you the respect.
You don't deserve. You don't even deserve 1 ounce of respect. The smallest measurement of respect possible isn't deserved by you.
Let's please.
Yeah, I deserve being interrupted, huh?
No, you haven't learned your lesson, El Perro. You still have. Sorry, Jack. Sorry.
Oh, and you're the one that's gonna teach me, bitch.
El Perro.
Life will teach you. I don't need to teach you anything. Life is teaching you as we speak.
Doesn't seem like a good time to try and talk to him, DNW.
Well, I'm gonna see if we can do this. All right, let's calm down. All right.
I don't need that.
I know. No, Al. I know.
Don't do this, Jack. Don't do this.
Don't
Bring
do
him back
what?
up. Bring him back up.
Okay. Well,
he knew exactly what he was doing. He does it on purpose, and that's a whole proponent about First Amendment and communication. If you want to communicate with somebody, you let them communicate as well. You fucking motherfuckers.
Andy, thank you for the contribution, and I actually kind of agree. Keith, come on now. You're showing You're showing yourself.
It's normal for everybody to calm down and let a motherfucker over talk him and disrespect him, huh? That's normal? Fuck you, bitches.
Well, I also wanted to let you know your audio something. I've got you all the way up, but even when you're screaming,
That's
you're
the
not
problem.
coming
That's the
through
problem.
loud.
You put it all the way up. As soon as I come on and it's all the way up, the game drops me out.
Yeah,
Stop.
well, hey, don't be a dick to me because I'm telling you your audio sucks. I turned it up because it wasn't coming through, dumbass.
Well,
Calm
and
down.
imagine. Well,
All
and
right.
imagine if it comes through.
I've let you throw a temper tantrum long enough. You can sit in the back and take a little break, and then we'll bring you back when you're ready. Okay. Whoops.
Jack, if I may, from a scientific perspective, just via statistics, I wanted to point out real quick that we had, I think, 7, 8, 9 people on the panel, and there was only one asshole, right? And so I think just based on the pure statistics of it, there are fewer assholes than decent people in the world. And I see this every day. I go to a workplace where we've got 3,000 students and like 2,500 employees, and there aren't any assholes there, except for usually me. But it's a pretty rare thing in the world in
Frank,
reality.
I'm having a kind of
Here
poetic
comes the
kind
end
of metaphor like come to mind, and he may be an arsehole, but let's not be mistaken. Arseholes don't
I
make
didn't say it was him.
Arseholes don't make
it was him.
arseholes don't make the shit. They merely like bring the shit to the world. So the shit is made elsewhere. So he may be an arsehole, but that's not to say we are not part of the shit making process. So that is all
If
I
I
want
may,
to
I was
say. It's
referring to
not
this
all his
gentleman.
fault.
This
He
gentleman
is
here.
perhaps just shit coming to the fore. We are part of the shit making process. Sorry.
This is my caricature of Snafu. Cupcake and ball washers. The optics, Jack.
I will ask Chickpea to go to Jack's channel if she wants to comment. Oh, she's here now. She's here now. There you go.
Can I say something, everybody?
Hi, Chickpea.
Welcome.
Hi.
Right. That nasty, that bastard on your channel. Can I just say something?
Which
Can
one?
I say something?
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
The bastard who...
El Pero, the man that was just on, right?
Right. I'd just like to say something. Can I say something?
Off you
Floor
go.
is yours, my dear.
Chickpea,
Yes,
this is going to be good. Go ahead.
him. Do you know he... My sounds like one of my... He actually snares animals so the fucker can kill them. And that bastard does that. And you welcome him on your channel? Well, you know what? If I welcomed a man like that or attracted a man like that, I would kill myself. And I would kill myself if I attracted that sort of being.
Chickpea.
Jack,
That
he
doesn't
is.
sound.
Jack,
Hold on. That doesn't sound logical in the slightest. That's a thought that's clearly not thought through. It's the suffering body that's projecting out the wish that those ideas would die away. That's my interpretation.
is she gone?
She dropped out.
Oh dear. She is a force for good, and she must remember, Chickpea, you are a force for good. Don't let forces for bad take you out of the game, because we need forces for good. Sorry.
Hey, Jack. Can I just quickly... I don't want to police your channel or anything, but we do have Snafu in the side saying he doxed Emily.
I'm not worried about it. There are a million people with my name.
It's not about you. It's the fact that we can't have doxers around here. And I don't know how much Jack cares, but in the panelverse, we seem to almost unanimously agree that people like that aren't good.
Right. And so we should just keep pushing them away so someone else gets to deal with them. We should report them to some strangers, hoping they'll do something. I mean, I agree what you're saying.
I'm just gonna let you know I'm not gonna feel safe in your channel.
All right.
If Snafu's still here.
Okay. Thank you for the heads up. I can only do so much so people feel safe, but Snafu, as we were discussing, I view him to be a man who's crying out. He's hurt. He's confused. He's not willing to admit
Now
it yet.
he's hurting
but-
other people, or trying to, and
Well, and so is the greater world. And I just deal with what's here. I mean, okay, fair enough. And I don't want to argue. You're right.
okay.
There's
I don't
no
want to argue
argument
either. You're
against
right.
what you're saying.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong buttons on my laptop. What I'm saying about the revolting little man who had that corpse hanging up, that asshole sets traps for animals.
I know you said that.
And I tell you something, if I could get my hands on him, I would first poke the eyes out with his rotten
Chickpea, you
head.
got a sick sadistic thing toward people, and that's something about some.
No, I haven't. I don't have it for. No.
Okay.
I only have it for. Yes, I hate the 95%. You know what? I know a lot about. I've been here 72 years. I studied the Second World War. I had 2 members of my ancestry murdered during the Second World War, and that's humanity for you, okay?
Ma'am,
I know what people are like.
I understand. Can I tell you something though? And this is important. Okay, so I
and I've never struck anyone in my life. I would.
I got it.
Never.
But the thing is, this is hurting you more than it's hurting them
Of course,
because
it's hurting me. Of course, it hurts me. Living on this planet hurts me. This shit house.
But sadistic people get off on hurting you by you see the crap that they do.
I know that's sad.
And you internalize it, and then you sit around daydreaming about poking people's eyeballs out. You're not going to be doing very good things with yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm. This is unfortunately this has happened to me as I've got older. I'm not a happy, clappy person. I know all about what happened in the concentration camps. I know what people are capable of. And I tell you something, they did nothing the average human being wouldn't do, because 9 out of 10 people always obey their masters. We're a nasty, murderous species.
Can I talk to you, please?
Sorry.
Please. You're clearly committed, okay? And you've come to these conclusions. But what I'm hearing Emily point out to you is your conclusions are not really good for you.
I know that.
Okay? So what I want to offer you is support. If you're willing, I'd love to offer you maybe some different perspectives that hopefully can help you feel a little better.
No, you won't. I'll tell you the reason why I visit DMW's channel is to get rid of all my negative feelings before I die, okay? Because I believe what the Gnostics believe, that if you're attached to this world, you come back. That's what they do to you. And I have been in this shit house before. This is my 2nd time here. I know
Jack, Chickpea, if I may, really quick.
I have to get rid of it all. I'm trying to get rid of it.
It's a very short quip.
Sorry.
I just wanted to comment a moment ago on DNW said that you've lived your life, and I wanted to point out that that's not correct. You're living your life. There's life to come.
Well, not much. Yes. I'm 72. When the chipping starts, I'm off. So I haven't got
no quip, Frank.
I'm pushing 50. I'm pushing 56, and I feel like I'm 25. So
you don't look it.
You look good for 56, brother.
I don't look my age.
I think he looks good for
Don't
56.
feel it. Huh?
I think he looks good for 56, Chickpea. That was a bit harsh.
Not bad looking guy. It's all right.
Trixie, were you jumping in?
Every day you're alive.
Nice. I say nice things too. I just said he's a nice looking guy.
Chickpea.
He is actually Chickpea's type. She likes he is your type, isn't he, Chickpea?
Yeah, he's my type.
Yeah, I'm going to turn you up, Trixie. I'm not sure. Maybe they can't hear you.
So, Chickpea, it's like Frank says, you are still living your life. You're still in the game.
Yeah.
And therefore, you've got an opportunity every moment of every day. You said you know what people are capable of.
Yes.
And they're capable of the most horrific shit.
Yes.
But they're also capable of being incredibly loving and wonderful and doing good things. But you don't really see that getting pushed. It's not going to make the news. It's not going to get discussed unless we discuss.
Well, the thing is, I'm an animal rights activist. And animal rights activists see what humanity truly is. And every day I watch those
Hey,
I watched
Chickpeas.
stuff. Yes.
Chickpea, when I was 8 years of age, I started in animal activism. I was
Yes, so did I.
tormenting the Minister for Agriculture when I was a child. So I do know that it's so easy to get jaded, and people are capable of horror. But if you only focus on that, you're missing so much of the broader picture. And
I'm 70.
I'd love for you to see that. I've heard you talk about your cats before. I know you see some joy in your life. I know you see some love.
Sorry.
There's that out further. Anyway, I just don't like to think that you've completely decided it's a shit show.
Yeah, I think it was a shit show.
Well,
I'm the Gnostic, which is why I go to GNW's channel. The
I know.
Gnostic believe this to be an evil, evil place.
Chickpea.
I believe it too, which is why I go to this channel.
Let Jack
I
talk for a second. Then Jack, can I talk after you, Jack? Go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
Please and thank you. And Chickpea, I heard what you said. You go to DNW's channel to get out a lot of this negativity because you understand that that's the path to go. That is exactly what I'm trying to offer you when I'm inviting you to consider some different perspectives. Okay? I think I can help you overcome the negativity and let it go, and you'll feel so much better. I promise you, dear.
So,
right.
Yeah.
And I want to say something in Chickpea's defense, guys. Okay. And that is, she says this world is, what do you call it? A shit show? A hell? What did you call it?
A shit house. Yes.
Now, Jack, she is right in many ways. I mean, as I've always said, one child getting sexually abused and murdered is enough to say it's a shit show. I'm sorry. I mean, the numbers game here. If 99% say it's good and 1% say it's don't, and they're having atrociously bad lives and their children getting sexually abused. I mean, Jack, let me finish, please. 1 sec. I know you want to say something. I don't think it will ever be okay until everyone is okay. But that is the fight. That is, Chickpea, what we are here for, to make everyone okay. That's what I'm going to say.
Because, Jack, thing is, all right, it's not just the animal kingdom what we do. I know a lot about the Second World War because my family, I come from Holland, and the Dutch were brutalized during the Second World War, and 2 of my uncles would have been murdered in the Second World War. So I know a lot about it. And when I read up about what happened in the camps and what's about on everywhere,
yes,
I become totally disillusioned. Because at the end of the day, yeah, and it's not, and of course that in the animal kingdom, what goes on in the animal kingdom just breaks my godforsaken heart.
I know. Chickpea, there are so many reasons for you to feel angry and sad and broken and just hate every minute of life. There are so many reasons for that, especially if you look at the war and the animals. Oh my God. However, you're not done, my dear. Okay. And if you feel better about the life you're living, you're going to feel more hope about your activism, right? There's a lot of people who care, but they don't believe that it can change, and we've got to change that.
No, I used to be in the animal rights movement, and I've been spat at by people because I have been. I've been struck by people. I've never struck anyone in my whole life, I would say, but I've been struck by people, including a male. And
Chickpea,
like I say,
Chickpea, if I may say
don't
something.
get me wrong, I'm not unhappy in my own little space at home. I've got my 7 cats. I've got my pot plants. But I come on these channels, yours included, to let rip, to get rid of my anger. I know that sounds terrible, but what? I do.
These types of people that have done these things to you, these types of people that have been horrible to you, you know, and done these horrible things, and do not listen to you and do not feel concerned about the things that you say. Because I know people who aren't even vegan still feel concerned. Like they you can tell, like they feel concerned that animals are being mistreated. Like it's a difficult thing to push, but there are people out there who do not feel concerned. And Chippy, maybe that is the problem. The problem is there are psychopaths in the world. There are people with toxic personalities. They exist, and maybe that's what we need to concentrate on. mental health, making sure that people don't turn out into toxic psychopaths and narcissists. And Chippy, maybe then maybe then the world would be a much better place. And if that was the case, we could start to begin making the world fairer and better in every area. But until we address the problem of toxic psychopathy and toxic narcissism, we will never achieve anything in terms of egalitarianism and fairness.
Yes, I know.
BMW, you're absolutely right, and this is where I feel to have been blessed. The evidence and the explanations are found in psychology. I know that I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure I and many others could competently present the causational connection to the insanity, right? The real life insanity that's in this world and a direct result to the economic and political structures. We can end the insanity of greed and corruption if we unite together for the purposes of ending fights.
We're in an extremely difficult position, Jack, because the problem is humans' hierarchies as they stand are unfortunately often topped by darker personalities. Yeah. And this is it's an immense struggle. We have an unbelievable battle ahead in terms of power dynamics because they have the wealth, the power, and the drive to do nefarious things, to not be concerned with what you want, Jack. And
right, but we've got the truth
battle
on our side, and if we stop fighting one another, good people. I mean, we're living at this age of communication and technology. The truth is being shared publicly, but what's not being shared publicly is the faith that we can do something about it. Okay, I'm convinced, as I said earlier, I see and feel the signs in the world, the greater world, and God's love is rising. And when more people wake up to the truth about the evil corruption that's right in front of our faces every day, good people are going to come together and they say, no, we're not going to put up with this anymore. We're going to do something about it. And many people are. Emily's doing that, many organizations, many groups, right?
And time is running out, guys. Like, it is honestly, Jack, it's essential. It's essential we get our shit together. Because
Chickpea. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Because whilst we're fighting, the power is growing in those that could end up having power forever because of, the AI takeover and who is at the helm of that.
Jack, can I ask you a question? My bad. Jack, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes, sir.
You were in the military, right?
Yes, sir.
So, did you get to see, the infighting and, the soldiers fighting with each other and shit, the conflicts in the military with each other?
I saw it in the Navy. I've been in the Navy.
You mean direct combat? No,
No, obviously not shooting at each other. No.
Yeah.
I mean, just strife.
Yes.
Yeah.
If that's how it is in the military amongst each other, they're all on the same team and they're still having conflict. What makes you think that all of the militaries of the world are going to cooperate with each other?
Because we changed the power structure so that we don't have individuals or small groups declaring wars on other nations.
So who's going to do it then?
We're going to end wars. See, when people stop fighting.
But what if war is necessary sometimes?
Yeah,
let's assume that it served its purpose, and that let's pretend that we've learned from the past, and that we actually say, no, we don't want any more wars, right? Well, then
war's not necessary.
You see, Jack, the problem is, brother, if we're going to be pragmatic and realistic, 6-0 has a point. We live in a world of limited resources where there are natural catastrophes that cause chaos. And in times of great struggle and strife, human nature takes over and people will compete with each other in ways that are brutal to get their hands on resources.
Everybody wants to have sex. There's only so many women.
You're shaking your head, Jack. The solution is energy. We need to find a way to get free energy. Free energy will solve.
We have free energy.
And Jack, you were nodding. You were shaking your head there, Jack. But
the sun is free energy. It's right fucking there. Why do you
Six-cell,
think
it's
that? Why do you
fundamentally
think that
important.
the car companies don't want to make every car solar powered? Why do you think they don't want to make the cars electric powered? Why do you think that Donald Trump doesn't want to spend no money on charging stations or
Well,
solar power or nothing? It's free energy. It's as close as we can get to free energy without breaking the laws of physics. What's the last time you woke up and the sun wasn't up?
we
I
need to
really
Jack, can
find
I
a
wish.
just
way.
say something? Many
Of
years ago, I used to
course.
work, Jack, I used to work as a legal secretary in the City of London, okay? And I used to work as a temp for many years. You know, temps, you work in an office for 2 weeks and one desk and you move around the place. The bitching that I heard about the person who was desk I was sitting on, the bitching I heard from all the other girls. I couldn't believe I was hearing half the time the bitching and the nastiness and the backbiting.
Hey,
And that
Chickpea.
was back in the 80s.
Chickpea, can I tell you something? I want to
What?
kind of jump in because I've been wanting to say this for a while because Frank made me think of it a long time ago. So I used to work at a rent help program that we did for COVID for people losing their
Yeah.
houses. And we could only give them like 6 months of help. And later on, it turned into a year. But there was a guy from China, because Frank, I think you're in China, right? And he was here going to school, and he was going to lose his school housing. And then I was able to get it all done and help him. We had to do all the calculations and all this crap, and they only had 4 of us doing it for the whole state, so it's horrible. But it was also awesome because, you know, sometimes we could help people, right? He wanted to pay it back when he got back on his feet, and he tried to come to us and pay back all the money we helped him, you know, get just to do it, to say thank you. Like, there are people like that in this
There
world.
are, I know.
They're everywhere. You can meet them all the time.
I think it's quite rare. But when I worked as a temp secretary,
The problem is that we also
in
have
law
people
firms,
like
I was
Epstein in this
horrified by
world.
the bitching and the
But then we have us.
My ears.
Do we not have us, Chickpea?
Yeah, but Epstein, you see the whole machine that they did to cover up Epstein?
Yep, and you see the machine like Virginia Guffrey. I'm reading her book right now. Who wrote
All
the
that,
book.
yeah, all that shit.
She did lose her life, but she
All
tried
of
to do
that
something
shit.
about it. She was motivated by her own children. She didn't
The
want to live
problem
alone
is,
like
Six
That's
has
what I'm
huge.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Epstein and all this shit, they could do whatever the fuck they want. All right, let's see, Jack. We like seeing your pretty face. Let's hear what you have to say, buddy.
Well, I actually offered what I believed to be an answer, but D&W immediately jumped in with why that was a problem or brought up other problems. And then the conversation went elsewhere to the past and all over. So the free energy that you suggest, D&W, yes. The technology is available. We don't have to continue this petroleum dependence and, you know,
Right.
the reliance on the old ways. But what we've got to do is get past these damn paywalls. If we change the rules so that secrecy is no longer the norm, corruption has nowhere to hide, guys.
How do you expect to do that though, Jack? I've heard you say this a million times, and I don't disagree with you. However, how do you expect to do this? What would be like an actual what is an actual actionable plan? Something where you could say, okay, first this, then that, then that. Like what would actually be a plan? If this was to be accomplished, if you were the benevolent dictator of the world, okay, how would it be done? Because I've heard you say this a million times. Oh, we need to a world without secrets. How? You understand that there's entire intelligence agencies dedicated to keeping secrets and maintaining secrets. This is literally an entire part of government. Okay, so how do you expect to detach government and these systems of power from this very concept of intelligence? Or secrets. You call it secrets or intelligence.
My honest answer to your question, how is this going to happen? I'm eventually going to connect with people who want to discuss what can we do instead of why we can't. And when I align with people who agree that we can, we're going to fucking find a way. And if that's not you, Sig Cell, It's all right
I'm
with
telling
me.
you that I agree with you, Jack. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm telling you that I agree with you. What do you mean
Jack,
if that's not
he
you?
agrees with you. He's just wondering how we can get there.
I'm legitimately.
Okay,
I'm not
all right.
saying that this is
I'm sorry.
impossible. I'm asking
I'm
you
sorry.
how would you actually do this besides a conversation? Like, okay, a conversation is beneficial, but I'm saying,
Well, you
okay,
see, Sixel,
if
you
you
can
were
start.
if you
Sixel,
were able to get everyone on your same train of thought, okay, if you were able to get everyone to agree with you, right, after the conversation, right, you're saying have a conversation. Okay, after the conversation, step by
we know
step,
what you're saying.
how
You don't
are
have
we
to
going
repeat
to
it.
restructure government? How would you restructure government in a way that it looks the way that you want it to?
Sixel,
Jack, can I just say something on?
let Jack speak for fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, you could shut the fuck up yourself.
Who, me?
Not you, this guy that's talking. Let Jack talk.
Sixel, give her ass a chance and let Jack speak.
The human race has been at each other's throats since the day we left the Garden of Eden. We are a nasty, nasty, murderous species. And I include myself, Nick, because I'm capable of murder, I can tell you. And I'm capable, and I know I am.
That's 6
We're
bodies.
What? What? What'd you say?
Yo, Jack, how many bodies do you have? How many people did you kill in the military?
No, I don't have a gun.
Guys,
I'd
one
have to have a
second.
Hey,
gun.
before we divert, Jack, I have to get ready for work, and I don't mean to be rude and interject myself here. I've literally only got about a minute or two, but I'm enjoying listening. But there is a plan. There actually is a functional way to get this plan into place, and the way we do this is to understand that every action is motivated. It's either motivated by emotions or it's motivated by reason. Now, the whole vegan thing is in an intellectually vacuous position to hold, so I don't hold it because it makes no sense when you actually
Speak
break
for
it down.
yourself,
But
you nasty
it's
little
motivated.
man. Okay,
Yeah, so there's the emotion that I'm talking about. Exactly. So what we need to do, the plan to implement here, to way to make Jack's plan work is to educate people through reason. And the number one motivation that we actually have is selfishness, right? That's how we tap into these people, because the reason that they're so corrupt is because they're so selfish, but they're so misguided because they're miseducated. So when we get people to understand, excuse me, I'm fighting a cold here. We get people to understand that the most selfish thing that I can do, the best life that I can possibly live, is to make sure that my neighbor has everything they need. If my neighbor is not starving, right, then he's not going to come steal my food. If my neighbor's not sick, he's not going to come pass a disease on to me. If my neighbor has what they need for mental and emotional and physical health, they're less likely to come take advantage of me. Brother, yeah, exactly. It's called education. You educate people so that to tell them, help them to see that, look, you are a selfish son of a bitch. I'm a selfish.
Right.
Bro.
Finish.
Close your mouth and open your ears. It's about education.
That's exactly
you
what
educate
I'm
people, help them under.
Let me finish.
Close your mouth.
Let me finish my point.
Bro, you haven't let me finish what I'm saying. You're interrupting me.
What you're doing is
You're interrupting me
indoctrination.
and
You're
asking
saying,
me to
shut up.
Bro.
That's what you're saying.
You're interrupting me to tell you to let you finish. That literally makes no sense.
Jack, he is a businessman, a capitalist pig. Don't listen to him. He's the trouble.
It's
All right,
a multifaceted.
Please try to land where you were going. Objective ethics, please.
Just really quickly, thank you, brother. So basically, like I said, the motivation is in selfishness. Tap into the very thing, the very root of the problem is their selfishness. The issue is they're misguided. They think that chasing power, chasing money, chasing sex, chasing drugs, chasing all this other stuff is going to bring them the happiness they really want. That's just simply not going to provide it for them, which is why they continue to chase it, because it ends up they get to the end of the line and they find out they're not happy.
Okay, and what does this mean to us? What are we going to do with what we know to be true?
By doing exactly what you're doing right now, you're reaching out to an audience of at least 100 people live right now, right? 60, 70 people through education. Give them the actual information. Help them to understand that, look, we all want this. This is a common goal, right? We all want this. We just help them to understand how it benefits them. Once they understand how it benefits them, then they're more likely to tap into it.
Right. And this is what I've been, yes, you're absolutely right. The way to get people to change, right, to to do what you want, you show them the consequences, right? Here's what happens if you don't change. Here's what happens if you do change. And I've been trying to get people to consider a better world. I mean, if I can find a way to succeed, this is for everybody. And I never thought I'd face so much public and just absolute, so much opposition and resistance.
People are it's fear, Jack. You're dealing with a lot of fear, and that's the problem. Which is what your channel's all about. Live without fear, right? You're bringing out the fear. You're exposing the fear, and that's understandable. It is scary to try to think, wow, I have to give up my resources to get back. I have to give up to get something back. That's a scary proposition, because what if I give up and they don't give back, right?
And that's where faith comes in. And if more of us, we live in a world where everyone's divided by budgets, divided by all sorts of identities and false illusions. The divisions don't matter. What matters is how we treat one another.
And the secrecy, Jack, and the gate guards. If I may point out really quick, the objective ethics is essentially, in my mind, pointing towards one thing: the economic model of scarcity versus abundance. And if people knew that by being born into the United States, for example, their portion of the national debt is actually equity, it's an endowment that they can draw upon, and that we're all much more wealthy, at least as Americans. You guys have a lot of entitlement, that it's secreted, so you don't know how to access the resources that are your birthright. I don't know about the UK, but
I think
within the
OE
US.
is right about education being fundamental to facing the problems of humanity, but I don't think it's the only thing necessary. And the point is, there are power brokers in the game who have immense power, immense wealth. We've just had our first trillionaire. These are people that are driving the future of humanity. And
drawing on the
us
equity
trying
of
to
the US.
educate them isn't going to happen, because they've got their own fully developed personalities, psychologies. So it's not just about educating the youth. It's about us somehow tackling these fully formed people who have their, as I said, their own personality drives, which are very difficult to change and in an adult form. And, Jack, you were talking about what can you do? I think you need to get somehow into the heads of these people who have the potential to be near power. And I'm talking about the tech bros. Somehow or other, Jack Talcott has to be introduced, has to be moved towards somebody who is in that arena. And I don't know how that's going to happen, but I have said this before. People need to start sharing Jack Talcott's videos, tweeting to people, emailing people, contacting, hopefully somebody who is in a position of power might take notice.
Thank you, brother. That's my prayer. It really is. The answer, what we've been talking about, is education. I didn't know what I didn't know until I started learning things different than what I learned in school. And I've had time. A lot of people are still taking care of families, dating, doing the jobs or whatever, but I've had a lot of time to be alone and to learn. And so what it all boils down to is the truth, individually and collectively.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm not. I am accused of catastrophization a lot, and I get that. I am prone to that. But I think we're in an immense time of terrible possibilities, but also great possibilities, Jack. And the window is closing. The opportunity is closing, I believe, in terms of to orient power towards good. And that is the worry.
We aren't. There's a lot of reasons for a sense of urgency, but I've been learning to trust in God. But we have so many reasons for people to change the way we live together, right? I believe that with proper communication, proper education, we can transform our communities, our nation, this entire world. It's ready. It's ripe, right? It's ripe for a pruning of the old ways. Because if we set the truth free, no more secrets, then there's not going to be this counterintelligence, espionage, overthrow of governments, and militarization. We'll end the wage slavery and the industrial military complex together. And then what do? We work together. There are groups and people who have been looking at, closely studying all sorts of different possibilities for us. So if we can get the right people together, sharing best practices through the nations, through communities, best ways of educating children, best ways of cleaning up the environment, best ways of growing whatever. We've been misled, guys. It is a spiritual battle, and many people in the religions have been taught to feel guilty and to walk with shame, to believe that they can't trust anyone, and then they don't trust themselves. For those who are willing to join me, right? Remembering love is the answer, and one day at a time. The idea behind the find your newest addiction, I really do hope that I can help remind everyone that feeling of love, a feeling of love that you can know when you just feel safe, right? Safe in your skin, safe in the moment, safe with where you are. And if you can feel that safety and realize that there's a lot of variables in letting you become that good, walk with gratitude, seriously. Otherwise, we end up all bitter and angry. And Chickpea, you're not a bitter and angry person. I know that about you. You just have reasons to feel those things.
Well, it's all about balance, Jack. That's the key, is that balance is the key. When we take more than we're willing to put into the system, we're out of balance. And we're out of balance when we're seeking things. It's like I've said this before, it's like a mirage. A mirage is a very specific type of illusion. You're out in the desert, right? And you see the heat waves up over the horizon. You're dying of thirst, and you use your last bit of energy to get to what you think is water. And unfortunately, when you get there, all you find is dry sand. The thing that you needed so desperately to survive is this water. And so you've chased this illusion that's going to be to your ultimate detriment. It's the same thing that happens when we're out of balance. There's this illusion that when I take more than I'm willing to give, then I'm out of balance. And it's an illusion of happiness. It's an illusion to alleviate myself of all the pain that I have inside. But balance is what's gonna be the key. Listen, you guys, I really appreciate you letting me interject myself into the conversation. I apologize for my rudeness, and I just thank you guys. You're doing a great job here. And yeah, you have a good day today.
Thank you. Appreciate you swinging through objective ethics. Any thoughts, feelings, ideas?
I got a few. One for Chickpea, real quick, is just that, like I said earlier, she hasn't lived her life. She's living her life, right? And we all are. We're sharing this one great life. And before you chime in, you're still reaching out daily, and you have your cats, I know, but you're also, like you said, you're coming to these spaces to reach out and find community. So I don't believe that you've given up all hope in humanity.
No, of course not. No, of course not. That's why I come here. There's still a couple of people I'm hoping, and I'm hoping that they will help me get rid of my hatred, so that when I die, I can't be lured. Because all I want from life now is oblivion in my afterlife. I don't want to get lured back in, because that's what I believe. I believe what the Gnostics believed.
Chickpea, what if there's a way for you to resolve your hate so you can live with love for the rest of the time you're here?
No, I love the animals. I love the plants, the flowers, the trees. I love the rats and the snakes and the mice.
What about yourself?
No, I don't love
What about me?
But why?
Who said me? I love people. Don't get me wrong. Of course, I like certain people. Don't be ridiculous. I don't go around hating everybody. I'm a Londoner, and us Londoners say love, hate very randomly. And we do. It seems to be something we do wrong. Of course, I love certain people, and of course I do.
Are you willing to include you?
No, I don't love myself.
But
sadly. That's the problem, you see.
I know, dear.
Yes, I know. That's the problem.
I love you, Chickpea.
Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike myself because I tell you this much. I live life by my own little rules. And if someone tells me what to do, they may as well go and talk to a brick wall. I live life by my rules and my this and my that. But love myself. Well, I wouldn't advise anyone to do me wrong because boy oh boy, I can't half lash out.
Hey,
I don't know. I only feel true love for my cats.
I know. You're in the right spot, my friend. And to freak real quick, generosity. Thank you for the support. As money phases out, relationships phase in. Looks like religion, perhaps. Machine Lies, how are you today, brother? Welcome to you.
Greetings, Brother Jack. How are you doing today?
Truly feeling blessed. We've had another interesting stream. We were having fun, though, sincerely, with the idea of Talcottics Anonymous. For those who may have an addiction and or a problem with me. So it's nothing but love, and I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm definitely addicted to many substances, if you will, right? So I definitely know the feeling, and I've been a alcoholic in the past for sure. You know, I had a bad drinking problem where I used to drink 40 ounce, at least 2 a day, right after waking up, and it got to be a sort of regular thing for a greater part of 2 years of my life, and so I had to stop doing that. So I've faced addiction for sure. Terrible. I have tons of addictive tendencies. Even I think my addictive tendencies are what keep me poised in trying to learn and do other things because I redirect the addictive energy towards something constructive.
Yeah, that's one of the keys, Jack. I've said that before on here, that I believe much of life is addiction. In fact, I think it's more or less all addiction. It's just that you can be addicted to good things or bad things. Your brain gets rewarded for things, and that's what you chase. You chase the reward, the neurological reward, and just make sure you're chasing something that is beneficial to you and others rather than your downfall and to the detriment of others.
This is where my love goes.
Hey, I love that idea. And habits, we are very prone to, it makes sense, through familiarization, we get comfortable and with our choices and routines, and then these become habits. And that's a real big potential for us. That's why we've got to practice staying conscious, staying aware, staying in control.
Exactly that, Jack. You hit the nail on the head about habits. And
people
just
say,
when you ask the question, is this good for me and others when you're doing things?
Can I read this for you, Jack? Objective ethics says respect. Thank you. Respect for others, respect for the planet, and self-respect are the bricks we use to build the road which leads us to the good life we all want to live.
Great words, and thank you sincerely for your contributions and generosity. Sincerely, thank you.
Those are good words.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Jack. I'd like to take the opportunity to formally apologize to the Machine Lies. He was talking about alcoholism, and I've struggled with
It's no worries. Hey, it's no worries.
I want to.
You're already forgiven. You're already forgiven. No. Just a small edit. We made in the video.
You're too
It's no
kind.
problem.
You're too kind.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's obviously totally fine. No need to apologize. Yeah,
Okay.
blessings.
If you guys don't know, I showed up fucking drunk at TML the
No,
other
you're a
night
great contributor. No,
and
you're a great
showed
contributor.
my
No need to
ass.
apologize.
And I'm sorry, TML.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's
Truly,
great stuff.
truly. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
out of my
blessings.
mind, literally.
No worries. Forget about it. Yeah.
TML, you are truly a humble and gracious man quite often. Very patient too. Been a good example for me. I get frustrated so quickly, man. I used to, not anymore, not anymore.
Yeah, we've we've sparred as well. So I appreciate you, Jack. You've shown me a lot of patience and blessings to you.
We are all in this together. And where did that go? And as objective ethics showed, right, or pointed out, it's really the rules, the burdens will not be that great on any one of us when we all work towards just walking with respect for one another, respect for Mother Earth, respect for the community, respect for ourselves, right?
Respect for the planet. May I add, Jack? Animal
Please.
agriculture on an industrial scale isn't exactly respect for the planet.
No.
It's causing a
Not
lot
at
of problems, not just to the poor animals, but also to the environment and us.
It really is. It is time. There is so much evidence for us collectively to just kind of put a pause, hit the brakes on the direction things are going, and unite to reevaluate things. What is the answer? I think we can take what we've got with the structures of banking, government, economics, religion. We can, if we put our minds together as people and we work towards a better way, we'll find it. That's how the Holy Spirit works. It's how we're designed.
Every single one of you should be sharing Jack's stream every single time he's live, because there's no other way for him. He needs to reach more people. We need to find the power brokers or the potential power brokers. Okay. And by the potential power brokers, I mean those genius coders and those people who are next to power, maybe going to become power. We need to reach those people. Time is of the essence.
I love that. Thank you, brother. I love that. I had the idea earlier. It's an idea I played with before, reaching out to some of these news organizations that I follow, right? They're reporting on the corruption. They're well aware of it. And actually, if they're willing to report on the idea of what if we do end wars and work towards ending secrecy so that the people of the land and the communities are all well informed, properly educated, right? Properly by standards of truth, not authority, right? We make knowledge and information available so people can learn and apply what they learn. Doesn't that just make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Like objective ethics was talking about too, it ties in that road you're building together. We were talking on the show together about our thing, and it morphed into other things, and we were talking about needs met, and like that's the foundation: needs met, needs met, needs met. These problems would be, when people bring up crime and they bring up like the detention centers and all these things, they don't even look at the history of how did we get these gangs. What meddling did we do in El Salvador to make the MS-13 in the first place? If you stop it at that level, but they want to stop, they want to focus on when it gets down to the apex, level of they're right here in your face committing crimes. Well, how did that happen?
Yeah, that's where we got to reveal those secrets Jack's talking about, so the government agents can be held accountable. CIA infiltrating Los Angeles and bringing in immigrants to flood the Crips and the Bloods in the 60s. I mean, it's fucking crazy how deep it goes.
Yep. Exactly.
Well, American history, human history, it is an absolutely crazy story. So let's do something crazy. let's find a way to make reforms. Andy, again, your generosity and contributions. Thank you. Can we just take like a couple of minutes to allow Frank to show us some weird China stuff? I'm interested. Do you have anything available, Frank? I know you do on your own channel. You've got stuff of you outside and doing stuff there too.
Yeah,
Eating?
I don't have anything handy right now. Here, how about this? Basic qigong. Inhale, raise the hands up. Exhale, lower the hands down. So together with me. And then settle at the Dantian. That's one of the most basic Qigong activities you can do. It's a lot of fun. It's based on the metal element and it clears the lungs. And being a smoker, I use it a lot. And I think that's one of the reasons smokers smoke is because they're attempting to practice Qigong, right? And you actually do. Becoming a smoker, you like learn the basics of retention and Qigong and expanding and stuff. So smoking's not good. Don't do it. But there you go. A little weird China shit for you guys.
She.
There's wisdom there. There's wisdom that was discovered in many different cultures and different times about the powerful energies that are the life force that we are. And these energies within us, they come through us many different ways, right? As the animal and the beast and the intuition and the inspiration. Guys, we are so close. I feel it and I see it. The world, the entire world, it's ready. It's ready for something. Is it ready for me? Margot Davy, you truly, you are a part of this too. Praise God indeed. Margot might have been the first addict of Jack Talcott. That wouldn't.
Oh, she's still addicted. She's still addicted.
Oh, you're so patient.
Well, no, this is the thing I realized. I mean, it is what it is. I do help people learn to love themselves enough to walk away from me. So we'll have fun while you guys are here, but you're going to love yourself more than me very soon. And you'll be like, oh, that Jack Talcott guy. But I do hope you carry some good impression with me, and you can carry that good stuff the rest of your life if you want. But all any of us needs, in my experience and perception, we need to know what's true. And the only way to do that is to settle your mind, right? To allow your heart to reveal what's true for you. And what I found, what is true for me is true for you, at least in this moment. Life is breathing you and me. And life can feel pretty good. Chickpea, I love you, my dear. I know you've joined with different opinions than me so far, but they're only a little bit different. We agree on a lot of the same passions, right? But where we disagree is in the hope and the future. And Chickpea, you're here with me, dear. Please take some of my faith in a better future where mankind will wake up, pull their collective heads out of their asses, and will say, no more destruction of innocence. Doesn't that sound good, Chickpea?
And Chickpea, if I may, Chickpea, whether we do wake up or not, whether it works out or it doesn't, Chickpea, it's the only thing to aim for. It's the only thing worth spending your time aiming to, sorry.
Care about is the animal kingdom. That's all I care about.
That's part of the process, Chickpea. That's part of the process.
I've learned I started when I was, 1968. So it's been a long time that I've been moaning about it. It hasn't made the blindest bit of difference.
It has actually, Chickpea. You know as well as I do, there's a lot of people who love and
No,
admire you for what you say. And you are inspiring people.
Grumpy guts. The number of animals being murdered by the human race has increased year on year. Now it is 92 billion per year. Yes,
I know that, Chickpea, but I'm just saying your effect isn't negative. Your effect is positive. You are.
No, I don't do anything anymore, Gramps, apart from moan on here. Let me finish, okay? Because people, yes, some of us have become vegans, but people are eating more and more meat. When I was young, people didn't eat meat the way they do nowadays. People gorge on it 3 times a day. When I was young, that didn't happen even. It didn't. And I can remember it when I was young. It's got worse and worse every
No,
year.
you are right in terms of the metrics, in terms of the volume. You are absolutely right.
You know, yes, more of us are vegans, but fewer of us.
You absolutely. That's a great point, Chickpea, and it's an unfortunate point. But
yeah, you see this.
What I did say is, you are an inspiration, Chickpea. Don't let that light die. Don't let that light die.
No, I'm not. I'm just a miserable old bag who moans about it.
Chickpea, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even be having the conversation in a lot of panels. At least you're bringing it to the fore, and one day, hopefully, people will be inspired. Someone will be inspired that can make significant change.
Grumps, you inspire me, but I don't inspire anyone because
You're wrong. You inspire me.
I inspire the local pigeons, but I don't inspire anybody. I know it.
Real brief thank you. Objective ethics, again, thank you for the generosity and support. Love equals respect. Nobody can nor will respect you more or less than you respect yourself. That's true. Any other relationship is based on usury, enabling, or abusing. Absolutely. If you're in a relationship with you or another and there's not respect, please ask yourself, why am I doing that Why am I doing that to myself? Because without respect, there's not trust. Without trust, there's certainly not love. And we all deserve to be with true love, even if it's just with ourselves. So, Chickpea.
Yeah, but my cats love me.
Yes, so think like your... Hey, Chickpea, how about this? Try and think like your cats, at least when it comes to you, okay? Because there's many who love you. There really is.
There really are. Where is Kenny?
Yeah.
I think Kenny might be playing...
You just see the good side. You should wait to see me when I get arguing with somebody. Woof! I've had men say to me, I can feel the hatred coming out of your soul. And they actually say it to me.
Maybe some people need to hear it, Chickpea.
No.
Kenny's flying into Washington, D.C.
I mean, I'm not telling her.
If I don't like somebody, I spit venom like a snake. And I admit it.
Jack, I'd rather have a Chickpea. I'm sorry to say that. I'd rather have a Chickpea on my team, someone who cares deeply about misjustice and injustice, in the world, than people who are nonchalant about it. Because her emotions are stirred, and I think in turn she can stir other people's emotions for the right.
Hey, we've got a couple more guests. Welcome, Austin Murphy. How are you today, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to go over to my sponsor's house right now. But you were talking about trust, and I know myself, it's really hard for me to trust anything and anyone. I mean, just going about life, like it's just hard. It's hard to trust the system and the people in it. But in AA, my sponsor, he always tells me, trust in God, trust in God, trust in God, right? He was a lifelong alcoholic, like me. But he always tells me to trust in God, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love that honesty. And
Austin, are you... Yeah, sorry.
Well, what I'd like you to consider is think of the result, okay? if you were to trust in God, what would the feeling be like, right? If you were with trust, despite all the situations and everything that's happened, if you were with trust, that's what your goal is, okay? If you want to trust in God, that's what I found for myself.
Austin, are you physically
So I
dependent on
think.
alcohol? Are you physically dependent on alcohol?
Hold on, we're not getting into that. Hold on, give me a second. I'm not here for long. So the way I think about it is, I mean, with everything in life, in order to be able to trust anyone else, I have to trust myself, and I think that's where it starts, is trusting myself. And I think that's just a long process because I've spent over a decade of building up bad habits, just drowning in alcohol, you know.
Yep.
And so I think I'm like at the beginning stages of trying to just fucking figure out who I am. So I guess it's not going to happen overnight, but it does start with myself. I have to learn how to trust myself first, really.
Austin, I've learned a few things that help me, and you're on the right path, okay? You're in the right spot. For some people, the path of relearning, rediscovering themselves, it can be very difficult, right? A lot of people can relapse. They'll slip back, one step forward, two steps back, it seems, because life can test you. But you're on the right.
One of the key things for me was setting a schedule with my drinking, right? So first I set a schedule with my drinking, right? Then I replace those drinking days with something else, right? So so that was something. So I don't know if that'll work for everybody, but like, if you drink every day, drink every 3 days, then drink once a week, right? Then replace that once a week drinking with something else, drink every 2 weeks, right? And that's kind of like, it just took me like step by
Yeah,
step.
I'm too far past that point. If I have another drink, I could die. Literally, I've been hospitalized so many times and seizures, and I've been on the like recently. I've almost died from alcohol. Like I really can't have it, or else I'll die.
Well,
So
there's a Austin, brother. If you're willing, reach out to me off the mainstream. Okay, let's you and I talk. Okay, because what I think is you got to face what's behind the drinking, and
Yeah.
behind the drinking is this discomfort. Okay, and I understand what happened with me. I paid a lot of attention, and I'm telling you, man, I've seen you. I mean, what I've seen in you, while you may have let yourself down in whatever ways you did, I've seen you showing up. I've seen you speaking up, standing up, right? I see you, my brother, and you are a man to love. You just gotta.
He does come across as a lovely dude, a great guy.
Thank you. I really have to go.
Sorry,
I have to
Austin.
go do. I really have to go do the trim in
You're not
my
allowed to
sponsor's
die. You're
bathroom.
not allowed to die.
Good
Mind
luck,
yourself.
Austin.
All right, thanks, Trexty. Bye, guys. Have fun.
Bye.
Good luck.
Thank you, Austin. Much love.
I did sober up completely one time for 13 years, and I used what machine lies. I used a technique like that. I got it down to just a couple of times a month, and then I replaced it with cannabis. But the problem I'm facing now is no cannabis available over here.
Purpose. That is what I think is the best thing, and it's in line with the tip I think Machine Lies was suggesting. If you quantify your time and you see what you're doing, okay, I want to replace this with this, and you find something more fulfilling for you, something to learn, something to read, something to create. That's the way to get past those dark addictions. They're no joke. They're really not. When you're caught in that torment of depression, addiction, poverty, when you're stuck in those things, holy crap, that sucks. And that's why I want to help others, because I've been there.
there are people who are addicted to all kinds of things and they don't identify with substance abusers. Like, I've never been a substance abuser. I don't understand it exactly, but then I look honestly at myself and I'm like, yeah, what about the caffeine and the sugar and I'm like, that, if you took that away, people go completely crazy sometimes. So that's an addiction, and people are addicted to a lot of other kinds of things that,
Yep.
they don't need, but they feel like it's life and death if they don't have it for 5 minutes,
I met some
What
folks
about-
addicted to breathing.
Well, that is an addiction. I think it's become a habit. But what about these people who are addicted to drama?
Yeah.
Right?
They have them in the
Their
private
whole-
chat there.
Right? I know. I attract many of these. Their whole identity is built around this character that's defiant and unruly. And so they become these characters that are just disagreeable for no reason than to be disagreeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I find that when I was drinking alcohol, I was a lot more personable, right? I was a lot more entertaining, right? And some of these trolls, they're drunk every time they go online, and it's like facing your nemesis, who's like this entertaining aspect of yourself, which you can't access, and it's like fighting.
TML,
It's
do you
weird.
think you were entertaining?
Right.
Because
Yeah,
I've
no,
been
he
there too,
was.
TML.
And
You think
he
you
still
think
is.
you're
He
a
still
comedian,
is.
and in
Well,
many
we're-
ways you are funny, but it's not that funny. Eventually, people are laughing at you rather than with you if it goes on too long.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've said I'm grateful that I didn't discover live streams and social media when I was in my drinking. But these days, I'm truly grateful for it because I've met the likes of you, right? All of you. And there's some beautiful characters that God is forming, bringing out, right? That's what all of you are, what I am. We are what God is bringing out with life again today. That's a pretty cool idea when you think about it like that, rather than, oh man, I gotta get up and live again. No, dude, you get to be animated with life again today. I'm feeling complete. Anyone else?
Yeah, if I may, Jack, I'll go first because I got to get a shower and do that thing you just said. I got to get out there and hit the fucking daily grind. I love all of you. Emily, Trexie, Jack Talcott, Dirty Lowlife, TML, DNW, and Chickpea. You guys are all beautiful fucking people, man. Have a great day.
You
And
too.
Good
Take
night.
care,
live
Frank.
with love and
Take
without
care.
fear.
Thank you,
Bye,
brother.
Frank.
That's
Bye.
Frank Monday for sure. Any other? I'm willing. Whatever. I'm open for whatever. But please.
I'll jump in. I've been listening to this panel and I realized that we're all addicted to the external world and it draws us away from the internal world. I think
Dirty
that's it.
Lowlife. I was
Working on
thinking
it.
about this the other day, and I'm sorry to, confront you on this. I used to think about going within as well. It's important to go within. And I was going on about it. I don't know if you remember this, but I was going on about it for a long time on my channel. And then I was confronted by somebody who had alexithymia, I think it was called. It's a disorder where they don't really register their emotions. They don't think in terms of emotions. They don't, like when they're thinking, they don't realize they're happy. They don't realize they're angry. They don't realize they have the emotions at a base level, but they're not aware of them. It's an unusual disorder, but apparently a lot of autistic people have it. Anyway, I was going on and on, Dirty Lowlife, about going within. It's important to go within, go within, go within. And I went to meet a friend in a pub. And at the end of the night, I went to the loo and I came back to my table. And this strange autistic dude appeared from nowhere. This is really bizarre, like a phantom. He appeared at my table just as I was going to sit down. He looked me dead in the eye and he said, when you go within, there is nothing. All right. Now, I took that as a bizarre synchronicity because I'd been going on this meditation that day about going within. But he said to me, dead in the eye, when you go within, there is nothing. And Dirty Lowlife, I'm sorry to say this, but I do put this to you. I think he is right. When we go within, there is nothing.
He is right.
And you have to look outward to get what you need inside. You are going to find wisdom and love from outside. It's not all about going with it. It's not all about staying inside.
D&W, I find the opposite to be true. Just saying, not to be contentious, but like
I'm saying the power
I thought
comes
about
from
this
outside.
earlier. Oh, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, and I think you're probably right about certain things, but I feel like I'm more internal than external. I have to remind myself there's an outside world.
Yes, but you are, whether you like it or not, I think your internal world is built on your observation and experience
It
of
is.
the external.
One
That's
wouldn't exist
what I'm
without
saying.
the other.
I'm saying the external world is forming your internal world. That's what I'm saying. It's not the other way around.
Gramps, our internal world comes from the first 7 years of life. Now, I told you I have visited psychiatrists, and we have all this shit that was installed in us in those first 7 years, which is why I come to your channel still, because I'm trying to get rid of it all. And that shapes our whole thing about ourselves. I keep telling you that, Gramps. Hello,
There's a
Gramps.
storm. The storm's been brewing for a long time.
What, here?
And in the eye of the storm is a quiet stillness.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for that stillness.
Now, dirty low life. I'm not saying it's not important to have introspection. I'm just saying people who seek power from within and awareness from
But
within.
you're looking for power, brother.
Sorry, brother.
Looking for power.
Who's looking for power?
Why? You said you're looking for power within. Why are you looking for power?
You need power to go about your day, do you not?
If there's nothing, you need nothing.
I don't think there's nothing inside of us.
I think there is
No, I
something.
disagree.
That's why I'm saying
I
maybe
agree.
you need to look around you because there's definitely something.
You know what? I believe, and this is why I go to D&W show. I believe we're completely fucked up by our first 7 years of life, by our bad parents.
And that is why the external is affecting our becoming.
Can I finish? I believe you. Well, I know I certainly was in this first step because I went to see a hypnotherapist back in the 80s, and he actually unleashed everything for those first 7 years. I went mental. I was murderous by the time he finished with me because that's what he unleashed in me, and it was all to do with my parents. Granted, I was unlucky, but it's all we store it all up. And if we don't release it, which we don't do most of us because we can never find it, this is why us humans are so fucked up with each other, because we're all a boiling cauldron of hatred that when something pushes that hatred, it explodes. Don't laugh, Trixie. It's not fun.
No, she's laughing because
it's funny the way you put it. There's some truth there, though.
No.
Yeah, it is. I've had psychiatric treatment, quite a lot, I would add. And
Dirty low life.
Look,
I want to backtrack a bit, dirty low life. I want to backtrack because it's about moderation, isn't it? It's not all about going within or going outside of yourself and looking around you. It's about moderation.
I agree, and that was my first point, is that we're addicted to the outside world. We're not addicted to the inside world. So I think the moderation comes from stepping within, because that is the mediation. And if we're all outside, which so many of us are, watching the internet, finding all these things, looking for substances, smoking cigarettes, looking for money, looking for power, looking for safety, looking for control, looking for love from other people, they're all on the outside.
Aren't we addicted to survival too?
Yeah. Yes, it's our DNA. Yes.
So
It's our aesthetic DNA.
there's good addictions and bad addictions.
The
I think
demiurge
that's
put
a
it
good
there. You
one.
know the asshole in the sky, that bastard everybody prays to? He put it there. He did.
Chickpea, golly
What?
geez, I love you so much.
Coffee's a good idea.
You do
She's not calling. In fairness, Jack, she's not calling Jesus a bastard. She's calling the creator a bastard.
God, the bastard. The God, Jehovah, whatever you want
The
to call
creator
it.
of this world, not the ultimate
God
creator
can
of
handle
everything.
it.
I want
Sorry.
Chickpea to feel better about the rest of her life.
I mean, if it is a creator, it's a little bit of a failed science experiment. A little.
I'm okay. I come here for therapy. This is group therapy. This is what you do in group therapy. You hiss and spit.
Well, my dear, that's what we're about. It's one day.
Group therapy, Jack. Jack, I'm talking to you.
It's one day at a time here.
Oh, you've got group therapy.
One day at a time.
That's what you do. That's how we used to sit.
You look
And
exceedingly
what?
happy in that picture, Jack. And it's because of Trexty sitting opposite you.
I look so fucking miserable in that picture.
No, but Jack, we used to have. I've had a lot of group therapy because I have been in hospital. But we used to have our own group therapy groups as well in the smoking room in the hospital. We used to sit there smoking away, having DIY group therapy. It was great fun. I really enjoyed it. Yes, there were good times in the unit. I get very depressed. Very depressed.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's
peace
welcome
and
back.
Jack. Peace and Jack. Peace and Jack. I just got to say that. Go ahead, Jack.
I was welcoming you back. It's good to see you, Imperious. I was pointing in the direction of wrapping up, but Ricardo Rocks, you just joined as well.
Yeah, man.
You're welcome to jump in with anything if you want.
I should have come in earlier. I missed Frank. I know Frank quite well. He's my friend. Well, YouTube friend.
Oh, do you know each other?
Yeah, I've been on his channel a few times.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I give the what's her name? What is the girl's name that was just talking? The cow lady or the meat lady? What was her name?
Chickpea.
Cow lady.
Chickpea. Hi, Chickpea. I'll give you a little inspiration.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. I'll give you a little inspiration. You know, I go a lot. I do a lot of camping, hunting, and all that. And I'll just tell you this. I'll just tell you this.
What?
The natural world and nature is the most brutal thing you've
I know
ever
that.
seen
I
in
do
your
know.
life.
Thank you. Yes, I do know. Thank you. Don't need to tell
Like,
me.
and even the horrible things we do to animals, like we do, is insignificant compared to what
I
the
don't give
animals do to each other, man.
I don't give a shit. Okay, I'm a human being. I have empathy.
Yeah,
And that's
no,
what
I
separates
get that. No, but
of
what I'm saying is
now,
90.
see,
You can't. You are a mere beast, Imperious. Are you a mere beast?
Ma'am, can I speak, please? Thank you. The fact is 92% of all species, 92% of all species that ever existed on planet Earth disappeared before humans got here.
I don't give a shit.
Okay, but then
I don't give a shit because the thing is, okay, as a human being, I think we should have a little bit more empathy. Okay.
but is it empathy? Like, but hold on.
Suffer another.
I know that's an alien concept to you, Imperious, but it
No,
does
but empathy
exist.
isn't choosing. Empathy isn't choosing somebody else's life over yours.
You don't have to. That is a false That is a false notion. You
No,
don't
it's
have
not.
to.
Like,
you can survive very, very
Jack,
well
look at this.
on a vegan
Jack, look
diet,
at this.
Imperious.
Jack, I'm trying to have a just a peaceful discussion here, Jack. And you know, I got a simp and his crone on me. Now can I, ma'am, I'm trying to explain to you that
No, you don't have to explain. I know.
what you perceive, ma'am. Have you ever seen a grizzly bear snap?
thank you.
Have you ever
Yes,
seen a
I've
grizzly
seen
bear
grizzly
snap?
Imperious, please.
Strange,
We
a
already
strange argument,
recognize.
Imperious. A strange
No, she's
argument.
just
Just because
screaming.
animals do something,
Imperious.
you feel
just
that
come
we
on
should
and
be
you've
able to
already
do it
fucked
too. A
himself.
very
Look
strange
at the
argument.
simping by
Fuck the
DNW.
energy
Look at
up.
the simping.
Extremely. I mean, animals go around killing each other. Should we be allowed to do that to each
Yes,
other?
that's what
No.
we do. Yes,
Should
that's
we
what
be
we do.
allowed to do it willy-nilly?
No, but again,
Hey,
it's
Nate,
A
killing.
very strange argument, Imperious.
I don't
And
think
I'm
you understand.
surprised a man who is supposed to work in law
Jack.
doesn't really care that humans have spent a great period of their existence trying to develop rules and regulations against bad nature, bad elements of nature.
Oh, look, it's Jack on his channel.
Sounds like the Finding Nature show a bit, doesn't it, Jack?
Yeah, Lo, why don't you listen to Jack and take a hint?
Guys,
Let's get back
can
to
we
Jack.
stop? Let's
Jack, I came in with a kind discussion. I got yelled at by like 5 people.
please,
You'll be
please,
okay. You'll be
please.
okay.
What you
Thanks,
did
Jack.
was, Chickpea, please. You're part of this too. I heard what you presented. You presented the vicious side of nature. Chickpea said she's very well aware of it. We don't need to continue with examples of the viciousness. And it really, it's not an excuse.
Why are
for
we bad? Jack, I'm just trying to say the self-hatred of human
How
beings.
about there is a reason, because we do have the ability to do better.
Yeah, I mean, we can
Why
always
don't?
improve, Jack, sure, but we're never going to stop
Right.
eating meat. That's our biological imperative.
I did. Many others have.
But Jack, you understand that that leads, like, long-term studies-wise, to like deficiency in calcium, osteoporosis.
Please,
I'm just saying, Jack. I mean,
please double check. You can easily, in this age where people will write and say anything for a paycheck, right? This is the age of misinformation. And all I can say, when I stopped consuming death, right? I stopped eating flesh and fish and dairy. I felt fucking better, a lot better, and I still feel better. So I ain't going back to eating meat.
no, that's fine. You don't have to. But I would also just
me.
respond by saying that matter is neither created nor destroyed. Okay, that is a certifiable fact. Matter is neither created nor destroyed.
Oh, fuck off.
So see, now she's telling me to fuck off, Jack. You see what I'm saying? Like, Jack, I get insulted.
The same
You don't
level of
stop me.
conversation we were having.
Jack, you understand? You see that you let them insult me, just like yesterday to Mariah. Just like yesterday to Mariah, but I can't say anything because it hurts their feelings.
Don't play the victim. You are.
Oh, I'm not. But if I call them a faggot, then I get kicked off.
Feelings matter. I know you're a
No,
psychopath.
only
I know
to
this is a
weaklings.
mental
Only
block
to
for
weaklings
you,
like
but
yourself
the
do
vast
feelings
majority
matter.
of human beings.
We're showing our
The vast
understand
majority
that
of human beings are
feelings
walking
matter.
slaves. The vast majority of human beings are walking slaves like you are.
Understand that feelings matter. We take
No,
that
you don't have
consideration
feelings. You're
in our
autistic.
communication and interaction
You're
with
autistic.
others.
You don't have
I know
feelings.
you're a psychopath. I know
You're autistic. You don't have feelings, bro. She's not gonna fuck you.
But the
She's
vast
not gonna fuck you,
majority of
simp.
humans understand
She's not gonna
feelings
fuck you,
matter.
simp.
Feelings matter, Imperious.
Do you guys
Only to the weak like yourself.
Do you guys really think you're accomplish anything?
Well,
Talking
if I bludgeoned
over,
him with a 2x4, I would.
Wow.
talking over each other like this. Come on, guys. You're better than this.
Oh, Jack, why have you taken D&W off?
Because he was talking over Imperious, and they were talking over each other.
Asshole.
Chickpea, they were both guilty of
They
chaos.
weren't. No, they weren't. Only that little nasty meat-eating shit.
Only the one you disagree with, Chickpea. Come on now, stop enabling
I come here to
nonsense.
learn. I don't
Enabling,
need to learn.
and Chickpea's not enabling anything.
Oh, really? I think
I
you're
don't think she is,
enabling
Jack.
Chickpea.
No. I think there is a
don't know.
moral high ground, Jack.
Simping
There
enables
is a
stupidity,
line to
Jack.
be drawn in the sand sometimes.
Simping
That's all I'm
enables
saying.
stupidity.
Do you know that man?
BMW was trying to
He's-
speak.
He kills crocodiles for fun and for their skins, a little bastard.
Now, Jack, this is what I was talking about earlier. Imperious is an example of this. The problem of psychopathy, dark, toxic narcissism, and how that is the real issue in humanity.
All right. Yep, and you don't. Yes, we need to face it, but I mentioned I'm ready to start shutting down. D&W. Final thoughts.
Thank you, Jack.
I appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna swap you out and or Imperious because you two seem to be jumping on each other. But thank you sincerely. I appreciate you. Chickpea, please.
Thank you for your time and thank you for having me here. It's been a nice time. I've vented lots of anger, as usual. Well, it's group therapy, Jack. Group therapy. That's why it's group therapy.
I hope you feel better, my dear. I really do. And I'm telling you, if you're willing to change your mind, you can find a lot of things to be excited for. You're not done, lady. You're still living, okay?
I don't get worried when I watch someone like Ryan Gosling. I get quite excited. Don't fret.
All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Peace and Jack. I love you, Jack. Peace and Jack. Look, all I'm going to say here, Jack, is this. If people are so depressed and they feel that the world's over, they can always end themselves. Like, there's always an option. Like, if they don't want to contribute to the horrible things in life and the horrible things that they feel that the life is worth
E&W had a
nothing.
really good point earlier.
And number two, a guy who is trying to instigate other people to try to seem like he's a white knight to a woman is more dishonest than anything, because he doesn't actually believe that. I can guarantee you he eats meat from time to time, but he'll say no because he wants to bang a chick. That's dishonesty, Jack. That's dishonesty, Jack. That's dishonesty.
Let me ask you a question. Without
Yes, sir.
evidence, jumping to a conclusion, is that honest?
Well, sir, it's simping. I'm identifying simping.
No, but
she's
you're
a big.
jumping to a
She's an adult. She doesn't
conclusion.
need a man to save her like a white knight.
Mhm.
Gee, I wasn't cussing.
So
I
fucking
wasn't
weird,
cussing at her or
dude.
being mean to her or anything. I was just talking to her, Jack. And then a guy that like this is what I'm trying to say. He does. Hold on. Before I go, Jack, all I'm saying is this: he don't know where his morals go, other than it tingles his vagina if something good or bad happens. So again,
yes, hello,
you know,
all he does.
And
Not
so,
a good
Jack,
show
I
now,
follow
duh.
the Pope and I follow
funny.
Rome, and I'll follow that to the gates of hell, and I'll kick it down, Jack. I love you, Jack. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Love and peace and blessings.
See you later,
Maybe he-
Imperious.
Imperious is not the only one guilty of this. Just really quickly, see this fucking simp thing. Every time there's a conversation, if a man speaks to you, want to fuck her. Is that how he operates? You only speak to a woman if I'm looking to fuck her. And it's
Well, he
not
wanted the
just
show to
him.
end up being about that
It's
too,
not-
because it's
yeah,
an
it's not just
embarrassing,
him.
trashy mess.
I don't like to sexually objectify women that way.
It's really weird. I see it even not to raise it in the. It's like, Jack, you were doing that. Strange. Anyway, it's a whole other conversation I was trying to have the other night, but maybe another time. Strange.
You know, that is something maybe I'll try and address and discuss a little more heads on. Maybe some of you men and women.
You
can
taking my
right?
suggestion? Simp bitch.
Yeah. No, I try to find what makes sense. And, you know, addressing some of these patterns that unhealthy males will share. I've had my experience, right? I'm not going to judge people for being dicks or being rude, but there are lines that should not be crossed. And when we as men, when we enable talking about things that should never happen, right? Abuse or forced stuff like that.
Terrible crimes.
Yeah, thank you. That's the simplest way. Terrible crimes. And maybe men, we can have a healthy discussion about that in the near future. Some of the patterns and ways we can might be able to deal with them.
And I think Chip P was coming around in a good way when we were all talking to her. You know, there was injecting all that darkness to her. She needs light. What's the intent? You know, that's the intent behind things is always the key to figuring out what someone's doing. But anyways, I hope everybody the best. I enjoyed some of my time here with y'all, and nice talking to you. See you again.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, Emily.
Emily.
Cheers.
Blessings to you, my friend.
Bye.
Anyone? I don't care. Please.
It's been a crazy show, Jack. Can I just say, in 3 words, peace, love, and understanding.
That's the answer and the key. Thank you, brother. Thank you for joining.
No worries.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, hopefully.
Yes. Please and thank you.
Guaranteed.
And that was peace, love, and understanding, he said, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Understanding leads us to knowing. It's through the peace, in the peace of learning and reflecting. That's where we can follow that path of understanding to know. And in a different perspective, I was considering what value does truth have if you have no meaning you can apply? Because if we know knowledge and we can't apply it, is there any meaning to knowing that knowledge?
This is so typical of you with your completion energy, and then just throw something like that out.
Well, I think that Yeah, I think learning without virtue is a snare. I think obviously it's a huge snare. I think it's a huge trap, right? And I think people should not engage in that type of endeavor. Right?
You mentioned no snares, no traps. I'm going to dip. Jack, love you, gentlemen. Good night. Thanks for having me. Take care.
Hey, sincerely, thank you to you for joining for sure. And gentlemen, please, highest respect to you both.
Likewise, brother, I'll jump in. I'll let Machine Lies take us out. Yeah, I just want to speak to you, dear listener. I recognize that you have problems in your life. And I also recognize it's very easy for the horror show of the world to take precedent over your problems. Yeah, I just want to gently suggest that you sit with your heart for a while. It's easy to allow the volume of the mind to overrule what's in your heart. So take care of yourself. Much love.
Dude,
cheers,
profound,
Jack.
beautiful wisdom as usual. Dirty Low Life, thank you sincerely.
Take care, all.
Sit with your heart. Sit with your heart and feel to know. Beautiful. That's my addition. What about you, brother, please?
I have three things if you guys would like to engage me really quick. The first thing is that whoever is attempting to strike my channel, I know it must be multiple groups, right? Because actually, we get a notification that somebody has struck on one channel but not the other channel. Now, usually, when it's YouTube, they'll strike down both videos on both channels because it's automated. Right, but here we've been getting a strike on one channel, right, the main channel of Machine Lies, and then when we send an appeal, they find that we've not violated any of the TOS restrictions, so they'll just give us our video back. So whoever is attempting to strike the channel, you're failing at doing so. We're very good at writing appeals to YouTube, and twice you failed, right? So so I just want to let you guys know that. The second thing is that recently Andrew Wilson got a deal with Turning Point USA, so we'll be covering that on Sunday on a new Made by Machine Bob. So we got a series of insights about Charlie Kirk, and of course he's taken over the conspiracy wing of the Charlie Kirk assassination. This is his job at Turning Point USA. So this is a really interesting turn of events that I think he's actually moved to being a complete shill for some of the major organizations. And of course, we predicted this. And then the third thing is our show tonight, right? We're doing a show. I'll leave you guys with these two quotes. One is that the common enemy of humanity is man, by Alexander King of the Club of Rome Report. We obviously reject this premise, and we go with the second premise that the common salvation of man is in the wilderness, right, of Henry David Thoreau. So we reject that the enemy of humanity is man, but we accept that the salvation of humanity is in the wilderness. So we'll be talking about this idea. Blessings to the people, and thank you guys for joining us.
Later tonight, you're going?
Oh yeah, tonight, yeah.
All right. I didn't tag a stream, but please, the channel is there for those who have not yet subscribed to Machine Lies or Frank Monday or some of our many other amazing guests. Finding Gnosis. Yeah. Thank you, brother. All right. I was trying to remember, go back to what you just said, but I'm going to move forward. Thank you. I'm going to drop you out and wish everybody sincerely, all who joined today in the first ever public Talcottics Anonymous, one day at a time. But the message I wanted to remind everybody here, right? Your newest addiction can be anything you want, right? You can let go of old addictions and replace them with something new anytime you want. If you're in charge of you, at least. Who's in charge of you? Who gets to tell you what you want to do? Who tells you what you have to do? Brothers and sisters, if you listen to me, you will discover love is the answer. Love is the way to the answer. It's just like this perfect little snowball or cycle or golly geez, it's just a perfect design. Brothers and sisters, there is a perfection that is with you. There is a holiness about you and within you. And it is true. The true you, the authentic you, is here because you got a job to do. Your job is not to be, it's not to pretend to be. Your job is to become, right? And how else can you become what you are intended to become if you're not comfortable with who you are? So the first step I want to try and offer you to find your newest addiction, the newest addiction of growing you, becoming more comfortable as you, more joyful as you, more fulfilled as you. When you start growing you with learning and exploring and creating new things, these old, sad, limiting thoughts of addiction, they become irrelevant. And I talked in the beginning about, well, and near the end, we started getting into some of these discussions of going within and using the external world in your mind. It's still within. You've got the external world that you know of. It's within you. But if you go within you and you really settle into the no one part of you, that undiscovered, unnamed, undefined, unlimited, right? That potential part of you that's greater than you, the greater part that's ever been. When you become no one, you can drop the suffering of your someone. And as you're no one, then you can see yourself in everyone. And if you can see yourself in everyone, then brothers and sisters, you get to have fun. I'm going to wrap it up there because I can loop and start spiraling around on thoughts on God for hours, but I'm going to sit back and relax. Thank you again sincerely to all who were a part of this, and I hope you had fun today or in the future. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone. I mean everyone. And walk with faith and live without fear. Thank you again. God bless us all.